Bring it on.
Oh my gosh. How's it going, everybody? We got Ed Madison podcast project number 22 in tonight. I have with me a legend. I don't even know how to even top legend with this guy, but this is my long lost brother, and I only say long lost brother because I haven't seen him for so long, but this is Robert Steinbeck, who's with me today. How you doing, brother?
I'm pretty good, brother. How about yourself?
I'm doing really good. So he's had many nicknames over the years, especially when we hung out a lot back in the day, where
Yeah. Billy Bob, Captain Billy Bob.
Captain Billy Bob's important.
Yes. Many a tree with empty Bud Light can would say that too.
Yes. So back in the day, what we used to do is we actually used to basically mark trees on a trail. We used to go four-wheeler riding, and I'll make sure and show some pictures, in the bottom corner somewhere, maybe down here, somewhere right here. Anyway, and boom, right there. That's where I'll put that.
Right there.
So there's all kinds of fun pictures that we actually we can share, and maybe I'll put a couple down there before I start showing the computer screen. But when did we meet? Let's try to back this up for one moment and I'm trying to remember when we first met.
Oh God! So that'd be when I started at Krieger's.
That's right. So while he talks a little bit about that, if he remembers more, or Krieger's for both of us and what that means, I'm going to open up this beautiful bottle.
Ooh, I'm just gonna call it Glengoolie.
Glengoolie. Yes. So this, when he got here, you mentioned Archer. We're gonna drink like Archer. Is that what you said?
Oh, Sterling Mallory Archer.
Yes.
This is for you, buddy.
It really is. Wee baby Seamus. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this thing open as is tradition. Well, actually, I would like you just to introduce yourself. If you want to talk about Krieger's too, that's fine. But we're gonna talk more about that later. Go for it.
Well, I am Billy Bob, or as Ed loves, Captain Billy Bob. 36. Love bacon. Still love some beer. Ed.
Family man.
Yeah. We met at Krieger's when I started out in detail. That was a fun time. Denny. Good old Denny.
He recently retired too.
Yeah.
He did. Are you cool with me touching your ice?
Oh, yeah.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Keep going. You're good.
God. You weren't in detail very long after I started either. I think a couple weeks or a month or something, you went up to sales.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yep.
And
this would have been like 2003 at some point, right?
Oh, yeah. 03, 04.
03, 04. Over that. So I think for me, it was part-time for me in summer of 03, 6 months-ish. Or no, it had been over winter. No, it would have been summer over winter. And then I started in sales in the spring, March of 04.
Yep, because... Yeah, that's where I met when Doug bought out Mark at the Ford store. And that's where I met an ex-girlfriend of mine. Anywho. But anyways, yeah, no. We started talking one day. We started talking about four-wheelers, and I was like, God, I really want to get a four-wheeler super bad again. And then I went and bought the Raptor.
Yeah, the Raptor. And that's that deserves a whole segment just to itself.
Oh, God, I missed that thing. I actually seen that thing. It was about a year ago.
Yeah.
Somebody had it in the back of their truck. And I was like, man, that looks super close like my old one. And I was looking at
and
it.
All, huh?
Yeah, the red ones. Because any other 03 Limited I ever seen had the blue ones. Mine was the only one I ever seen with the red. So I was like, God, no way. Is it? And I pulled into the gas station. I walked up to a dude's truck and I'm like, yeah, no, those are fucking Pro Taper bars. I mean, anybody can buy Pro Taper bars.
But the tires, though, weren't they?
They were the
Bear
Claws.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you hooked me up with them because I had fucking racing slicks, basically.
Oh, they were on the back of that Honda 250 or 200X that I bought from Matt Kerrs.
Yep.
That old four-wheeler that I never ended up doing anything with.
Yeah, I kept bugging you to friggin' get it going, but...
I decided to buy newer four-wheelers instead of fixing up an old one, which is my own fault.
Whatever. that Rubicon was still pretty fun.
Oh, before I drink.
Oh.
Cheers to you, sir.
Cheers to you, brother. Cheers to you.
So yeah, I guess just to kind of, and there's so many things we can branch off from at this point. Oh, met it, Krieger's, in detail, and then just hit it off, like like every other romantic story. It just starts from there and it just goes.
I mean, we had picnics after picnics. I mean, we had so many movie dates that led to Mexican restaurants and Budweiser.
So many shared interests.
Oh God,
so many shared interests. He really is like a brother from Mercer County mother.
Yeah, sadly, yeah. I grew up in Illinois.
That
too.
wasn't supposed to be a burn, but we're both from Illinois, right? I'm from
Yep.
Illinois City, and you're from
New Boston.
I was gonna say Joy, but shame on me.
Yeah, close,
right?
Yep, good old New Boston.
Yeah. And by the way, I have another person from that area who's going to be on the podcast too.
Oh, snap!
Yep, Mr. Chad
Weeks.
Yep.
Holy snap!
I was a slight delay on saying his full name. I wanted to just say it, but then I'm like, yes, that is for sure, because I know a few Chads.
Oh, God, I've totally forgot friggin' Chad.
Yeah, which I knew him through, of course, Krieger's selling cars.
Yep.
And then when I got my job at McDonald's, I ended up running into him at a big event somewhere. It was like a farm show or something like that. I was cleaning the porta potties, and he was working for his GPS tractor company or whatever. So caught up with him there. So yeah, Chad, I'm looking forward to having him on too. Shout out, name drop.
Oh, Chad. Be careful. He's a friendly fella.
Yeah, that's okay. I remember that.
I'm just saying, right now, our feet are intertwined.
I just want to say that one thing. Yeah, you can't top this right here. It's already back. I can already feel it. So, and it's not really that it went away. We just, when life takes you places and, things happen. It's not like we have completely not talked or anything like that either to some, regard.
Well, I mean, granted, we go a while without talking, but, not like it feels like 5 minutes in between each time.
No, there's just no four-wheelers in this case, but
sadly,
there's still alcohol and good times and lots of laughs, hopefully. Yes.
Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
But yeah, so Krieger's, and then detail department, how we met, relationship blossomed, and we met a lot of other great people through the years that I have either seen or haven't seen lately. And basically, where I lived at the time, on my grandparents' acreage out there, I had a house out there, and we basically just rode quads a lot. And the funny thing is, when that picture I put in the bottom corner just a little bit ago,
that one,
we'll put it back again. Yep. So that's just one of the many, 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 many pictures I have, and I'll share a few more here as I scroll through them. And it's just funny to think that this time, how old were we, or how many years ago was this at this point?
Oh, sweet buttery Jeebus.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that had to have at least 12 years.
So if we look up at the screen there, here's another one, little backdrop. So where I grew up, and I know him being from New Boston, familiar with cornfields and, good times. This is Rubicon before the upgraded wheels, it looks like. I just noticed before I put on the big horns and the black wheels.
I think that was just like a couple weeks after you got it, I think.
It must have been. And, rightly so, already getting it effing dirty. I miss that body style of Rubicon. They don't look like that anymore.
No, they look pretty friggin' ugly now.
They do. They do not look, classy like that.
I'm in fine form as always.
Take note. I look so uncomfortable in this picture.
I mean, it looks like you either had to pee or you're holding number 2 super hard.
I didn't know how close his hand was getting, and I was just worried that, it was, I mean, it didn't bother me that there was a picture of it, but it was like, it's just people are going to judge.
This is forever now.
Now it is. It's going to be on YouTube. So
yeah,
there we go. And of course, the rednecks, and so classy rednecks we are, great backdrop, and also the four-wheelers are turned inward towards each other for great display.
That's because we are high class, bro. High class.
Completely. And moving on to just a couple more pictures here. More Billy Bob thumbs ups. And then I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I don't know if I'm dancing, but of course, the extra basic bitch I am, I'm wearing the red mechanics gloves to match the four-wheeler.
I think I'm just borrowing a pair of your black ones there.
Yeah, that's all right though. I mean,
Oh yeah.
And then
It's a shame. I'm going to drop this because I know you and Aaron used to love laughing whenever I'd say it.
Oh yeah, Ricketts.
Oh God, how is that guy doing?
So I don't really talk to him. I just randomly run into him at Hy-Vee every now and then in Muscatine. That's the last couple of times, but I haven't talked to him though.
Yeah, we didn't have any lids on that day.
Lids, we did not. No. Lids are helmets, by the way,
Yep.
everybody. If you're not familiar with that terminology, I guess we could have made it up. But then,
Oh,
in this
God.
picture, you'll see not only is Captain Billy Bob on a flip phone of the era, but he's also apparently stuck and he's phoning for help. It might be. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think that's what I was doing.
Yes. There was no Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook back then. So, you had to make do. For the kids that are watching, at some point, they're going to say, what is that thing he's holding?
That's going to be one of the phones you first get, children.
Man,
Well, they still make bar phones.
They do, but I never see any kids, and my boys tell me
I'm a straight hard ass. I will make them get brick phones. I don't care.
that's what I should have done.
Well, I say that now, but
Here's the deal: they use my old phones, though. For the most part, is what happens. So,
There you go.
and I'm not buying them a new phone
yeah.
or one that costs me money. But last but not least, I think yes, I think that's a good one to leave it off with. So I think right now what he's doing, he is holding with his left hand the throttle pinned, and you can see the lovely spray, and the front wheels are turning, tires are turning.
I was just trying to get him dirty.
He's just transferring weight, trying to get unstuck is all he's trying to do right now.
Yeah. It was more fun to think I was getting him dirty.
Yes. We definitely always got a lot of clothes dirty. The washer and dryer that I had at that house, they did not
They were
like
used and abused.
They were used and abused. So those were some good times. I
Oh,
even
yes.
found some video that maybe at some point we can pull up to, but
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
yes.
I miss those days.
So that's for those that don't know me that well, redneck at heart right here, and I grew up and lived in that kind of landscape basically most of my young life, and that's still in me.
Mm-hmm.
So I always think in my head that me buying this, I bought a couple of houses now, so I feel like I'm trying to slowly get back out somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Slowly have equity in each house and slowly get to a point where I can move somewhere with just a chunk. It doesn't even have to be a ton of land. As long as it has an additional garage that I can store toys in and then haul them somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still in a position here where I really don't have any extra room.
Yeah.
That's all right. It could
This
change.
is a beautiful house, though.
Oh,
beautiful.
thank you. I appreciate
Beautiful. Nice. Really good sized yard, honestly. It's not bad.
it. I mean, I could easily do some wheelies in the backyard, but
We could, yeah.
It would scare the neighbors, kids, and
Tell them to rub some fucking dirt in it, Sally. Goddamn liberals.
I know. This area, there may be a couple of them. There might be. But regardless, though, there's all kinds of fun stuff we can talk about. Four-wheelers, though, I think is important to kind of, talk more about at the beginning, because that's really, we spent so much time doing that stuff.
Definitely. I mean, every 4th of July for what, like 3-4 years, we had a big party.
Got fireworks from Missouri legally, of course,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
The
Legally.
that was the legal part of that situation, buying them down there.
Not saying that we transported them over state lines.
Absolutely not.
No. We
li-
bought them and shot them off in Missouri.
Absolutely. That was
Yep.
our tradition,
Yep. We only had Hooskadoos and Black Cats and bottle
it.
rockets at the house.
Yeah,
Those are also legal in Iowa.
absolutely they are. Sparklers. We got so many sparklers.
Sparklers.
Yes, sparklers. Sparklers. Yes. Yay. Anyway, so we had some good traditions back in the day. Some huge parties that you were a part of course, coming out to my place. And
Probably one of my best birthday parties ever.
so
Ever.
do me a favor, and because there was a few parties back in the day, remind me of this particular one, and I'll remember. I just need a little trigger
God.
here. What was an
So-
important event at that one?
Well, it was honestly the Autumn Falls. You guys played music.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, because everybody
talking.
got together and no, you got with me. I think it was about a month before my birthday, and you're like, "Yo, man, what do you want to do for your birthday?" I was like, "Honestly, I just want to hang out with everybody and listen to Autumn Falls."
Man, you are a true gentleman.
Holy biscuits.
I know, and this won't necessarily be on the screen, so I can find out for sure where it is in my timeline, because I don't want to be sharing all my photos. That's why I'm leaning in so the cameras really don't catch any of this.
Oh yeah, I know.
I feel like 2016, or am I? No, it would have been 14. Help me out.
Oh
God, was it 11?
no, this was gonna be. I'm gonna say probably about like
Jesus,
08,
man.
09.
Oh my God.
Let's go 08,
really?
09. Yeah.
Is it that long ago?
Oh yeah, because shit, Joey.
Give me a second here. I think this was
Oh.
way early on. Here are some pictures, and again, I'm not going to be. So I apologize about the awkward silence here for a bit, for bits.
Oh no, you're fine.
But I feel like it's
man.
definitely got to be in this area here.
Hey, hold up. Oh wait, no, that was.
Ba-
Those were just from a jam session down in the basement, I think.
Yeah, basement jam
Yep.
picks.
Yep. Oh, Coop. God. Coop, I miss you if you're watching this.
Yeah, he was on the podcast.
Yeah.
He's going to be on again, too, at some point.
Nice.
That
That dude is traveling all over the place for everything.
For real, man. He is, yep.
That's pretty awesome, though. I'm super proud of him.
Yeah, absolutely. God, there we go. There we go.
Oh.
There we go, right?
Let's see. What was the timestamp on that group above?
So we're looking at the 808.
Yeah. Let's oh damn, I remember this party. No, this wasn't from my birthday.
This was just
But I
a party.
remember this.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh.
I'll share. Well, let's see what we got here. I know this is not probably making for interesting podcast material. I apologize, but basically, there's
Oh wait,
just,
hang on. No, go back. The one the finger's on. That one. Click on that.
Right. Wait. Where?
That one. The one you're on. Click on it. Yep, that's me in the bibs.
Oh yeah, yeah. In the Carhartt bibs.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. I guess the bottom line is there was a lot of good times back then with music and four-wheeling. But
so many good times.
aside from that, though, let me do this really quick. Jump back into people. Go down to where are you at?
Let's go back up.
There we go.
I am. Oh,
yep.
What a fine picture.
Fine individual.
Oh, what happened to my face?
What face?
What?
Right there. It looks like that could be birthday cake. Probably one of the kids' birthday.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
when we rub birthday cake on my face. Oh,
Yes. Anyway, so a lot of good fun times and pictures from back in the day.
Oh, Solon. We
Yeah.
had lids in Solon.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was good stuff.
I'll leave that one up on the screen for now, so
Yeah.
people can they can check that one out for sure.
That was fun when we found those trees down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Anyway, so all right. Next, moving on. What do we got? So
Oh, concerts.
concerts.
We went to a couple concerts.
concerts. Yeah.
We had the couple that really just staying out my head was the Chevelle Finger 11. I leave Evanescence out because we left before they hit the stage.
It's true, and we went to a titty club instead.
Yes, we did for an impromptu bachelor party.
There is nothing wrong with talking about that. I am not ashamed, and it was fun. Yes.
Good time. I've never seen a Busch Light can smash that way before, and it was hilarious.
Somebody was not very happy.
No.
I'm not saying any names, but it could have been somebody we already mentioned on this podcast already.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to try and guess who.
And there's been a couple or a few names we've thrown out there at this point. So
Yeah. So, that was a good show. I remember.
was that the
That was the one in Cedar Rapids.
what was that called though?
the
Lumberyard. Lumberyard.
Oh yeah,
2.
no, Lumberyard 2. Yes.
2. Yes.
Don't forget the 2. That's the way nicer one, I believe.
Of course.
Of
course.
Hell of a shower set too in there.
Hell of a shower set.
Yes,
It's
yes.
Our friend got really clean that night, I think. He really did. He got
Really clean.
again, he wasn't happy about it because
Oh, we were impressed.
I was so happy. It didn't bother me if the vehicle seat was going to get wet, but I feel like they may have given him a towel or something to help dry him off. I don't know.
I probably.
Yeah.
A couple wipe balls maybe.
You can wipe away the water. You can't wipe away the shame. That's for sure.
Shit, I'd have been like, no shame.
I wouldn't have been either, but he may have been a little butthurt.
Probably.
Yes.
And
literally.
And physically.
Yes. Yes. It was interesting. So yeah, music, we definitely went to some concerts before. Earlier we were actually looking around my office here, and I have framed memorabilia for many concerts. And the funny thing is, I've been to so many concerts with him, but there was like only one instance where I had maybe two instances, because I feel like you went to Sick Puppies with me once before. I don't know if that was the one, but the Deftones
I don't think that one.
But you have, though.
I have seen Sick Puppies with you.
Yes.
I remember I'd seen them without you also. That was at friggin' Laserfest.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Always a good show.
Yep.
I wish the original band would have stuck together.
Yeah.
But
hot bass player, by the way. So hot.
Want to touch the hiney. But yeah, no, I noticed his Deftones picture up there, and I was like, holy crap, is that from the Family Values? And
it is.
That was such a crapshoot of a morning, because remember, it rained so friggin' much.
They were trying to do outside stuff.
Yeah,
right?
they were going to have stages outside and the main stage inside. They were going to try to have most of the smaller bands outside, get that stuff done. There's all sorts of other stuff set up. And I ended up winning a T-shirt from the video game thing.
That's right, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. P.S. Still fun to play. Also kind of goes back to Transformers, because he played that in Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, still love those movies. But anyways, yeah. So all the bands played inside, and aside from, like Korn, the headliners.
Of course, yeah.
Deftones was there. That was absolutely wicked. I'm so glad they were on that year's tour.
Yes.
We had Stone Sour, which is the lower version of Slipknot, would we call it?
I think back then, the funny thing is, and maybe you'll appreciate this too, is that back in the day, a lot of bands that maybe we listened to or we saw at concerts, some of those I'm like, yeah, it's like, oh, like that case, it's not Slipknot, right?
Yeah.
True. And if you look over here,
Oh,
I've seen.
oh yeah. No, I see them.
Fucking, crazy awesome. But Stone Sour, though, they have their place, and he knew that place. He knew that was going to be more popular mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, though, there was still a lot of screaming vocals in that first album.
Yes.
It's just at the time, I feel like I remember watching that with you thinking, I don't know what to make of this.
It's
I don't know why.
hard.
Yeah.
It was a little hard, and don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of Corey Taylor. Always have been. Slipknot, loved Slipknot growing up. Always listening to music.
Solo Corey Taylor's good too.
Yes.
His acoustic tours. Have you ever seen any of those videos?
I've watched a couple of them.
I actually saw him at Ribco.
Ooh, very nice.
Which was fun to see that.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I've only seen a couple of videos of him doing the acoustic stuff. Yeah, I've always loved all of his stuff. So,
for sure. Yep.
Hopefully, I can get a chance to actually see it in person.
But I'm getting back to me asking you earlier, is there, and it's okay, music we used to listen to, maybe you weren't as hip on back then, or maybe, do you find yourself sometimes now, you're like, you know what, it's not bad, because you look at some of the other shit that's out there, and it makes me feel old as hell, right? Like I'm that guy. Like,
we are old.
I'm old. I'm older than you, though, right?
Oh God, June of '82, and you were friggin' September
he's older than me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I wasn't trying to go there.
I'm an old fart, but it's okay.
But you know what's beautiful about this man right here? Look at that awesome beard, and you know what? There's no grays really.
Well, if you ask my fiance, she'll say there are some, but I think she's crazy. Not literally, but
of course
just
not.
In the funny. Ha ha.
Of course.
No, it took me 32 years to get this area to connect and the sides by my cheeks to actually grow in a lot more. Because for years, I just had that chin strap or the chin goatee.
Yeah,
you know? And I was
lids were on this day.
Lid was on. Safety first.
Well, we were probably in a park. Was it Solon or where was that?
No, that was at home. That was at your house.
Was it at?
Yeah.
Oh, because I see the gas can over there to the side. Okay.
Yeah, no, because
there was some.
Because when we went to Solon, I was hungover as fuck.
Were you?
Oh God, you called me, woke me up. I was like, "Yo, what up?" You're like, "You ready to go?" I'm like, "What?" I'm laying next to a friend in bed.
You gotta share beds when you it's necessary.
it's not nice to let your friend sleep on the couch.
It really isn't.
But anyways, so yeah, no, I woke up and I was like, move over. I got to get my shirt. You're laying on it. So I just grabbed a shirt, put it on, and I was so half out of it. Do you remember I grabbed one of my arm guards from work?
I do remember that. Yeah.
At the time.
Keep talking. I'm going to see if I can pull up a picture from that.
God. Yeah, I was so freaking out of it. Like, I just grabbed it and I was like, let's go. Woo.
So here's some pictures from that day.
Big
the
old
Raptors,
dip of chew right up front.
Yep, of course.
God, I had my hair highlighted. What a fucking douche. Oh, my God.
That's hilarious. Unfortunately, there's no other pictures I really have.
Oh, man.
Unless, hold on, this is July of 2005. So if I go back to the full...
Oh, yeah, go back to the full thing.
Let's go back to the full thing here.
I know we had more.
Oh,
man.
Let's see. May... three-wheeler action.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So I do have some.
Yes.
So let me, I'm going to take a moment here. Okay. So taking over from where we were earlier, I'll put it in the bottom corner again. We've got, that looks like
Aaron. Or is that you?
That's me, actually.
Yeah, that is you.
I think
yeah, because you only had the Rancher still at the time.
Just the Rancher.
Yeah,
yep.
and then Aaron Bry's dad's.
His dad, so the funny thing was his dad loved my four-wheeler so much that he bought the exact same one. And then Aaron's dad bought my Rubicon from me.
No shit.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Of course, got a hell of a deal. I'm happy for him, and I miss it. I'm just saying. So.
Oh, someday, brother.
I'll get there again someday. Yep.
We both will.
Exactly. So, all right. So, a couple more pictures. This couple of cool shots, and we're on top of a hill here.
Yep.
And then
there she is.
Tearing up the Dust Bowl there.
Oh, there's the Black Beauty. Oh, I was so dirty.
I wonder if at this point there was were the bear claws on at this point? I don't even remember.
The bear claws were on it. You can see them
big
beautiful treads. That dude still had the bear claws on it.
Did he really?
Yes. Dude, it was amazing.
This picture is pretty amazing too, besides little bits of dirt on the there's Ricketts with my cheap extra
there's my
helmet.
white DC hat that's no longer white. For like the 50th time.
Yeah. That was good. Yeah. Rocking the old Rockridge.
Good old Rockridge.
Hell, I guess I still have my hair. That's good.
Yeah.
And you've got your hair too, though, on top, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Still got hair.
Perfect. Good. You know, a lot of people our age are not that lucky.
No.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm talking there. There we go. There's the Captain Billy Bob I know and love right there.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Fueled by alcohol and bad decisions, ladies and gentlemen.
And you can tell he's a happy man there too. Mm-hmm. You know, he's like, this is worth being hungover for, I think is what's going on.
Every time. Every goddamn time. There was alcohol there that day, by the way. We just had to hide it from the cop that pulled up, remember?
That's right. I remember getting nervous about that at the very end. Yes, I do remember that now.
Oh, my God. That was so funny.
Jesus, man. That's, yeah.
And there's you getting ready to take the Raptor around the bowl.
Billy Bob was always really cool about letting other people ride. I don't know if Aaron ever rode the Raptor.
I don't think
he was comfortable.
No, don't get me wrong. I think it was fun. Dude, I miss it. Yeah, there's a lot of bottom end. That thing was torquey as fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You know,
even with the slicks that I had on it. By the way, slicks meaning the factory tires that were bald as hell.
Yep.
It would stand it up still, but a lot of times it would just mostly spin.
Looks like you're coming down on a landing there, or there I am coming down on a landing too. So the funny thing is before I had four-wheelers, the Rancher, and then also I bought a Rubicon Honda, is that I grew up on three-wheelers and no rear suspension. So I remember I had another friend up the road there in Illinois City. His name was Brad Marcellus. And he had a Honda 300 TRX. So it was before the Rancher. It was that basic 300 4x4 they made for like decades.
Yeah.
Right. So what was nice is when I got this compared to the old three-wheeler is that, man, I could jump finally and not worry about bouncing the back end off the ground after I landed. So that was really nice too. Aaron! Ricketts getting
That's right. Aaron got the most air out of all of us.
That light motherfucker, he had it balance out perfectly. Look at that. That is a good shot right there.
That is beautiful.
And you're in the background too,
yeah,
which is even cooler.
That's so awesome.
That is a good shot.
Aaron, you light little fucker. Jesus. I've always been a chubby boy,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Yeah. So,
It's just my love of bacon.
You know what? And there's bacon's a important thing that,
And bacon is going to come in later on too as well. I'll tell you a little something special about bacon and beer. Bacon and beer were involved in this story.
Take it away.
Well, all right. We'll go ahead and start it up. So, let's see. 2 Christmases ago, or shortly before.
There's Brad Marcells, the kid who had the 300.
God, I haven't seen him since probably that friggin' weekend.
And the black wheels on that thing too. When I upgraded that.
Yep.
Anyway,
That thing was so sexy.
Bud Lights, of course, and all.
Yeah. So now I'm wearing Ed's Tools sweatshirt.
You know what's funny? Joey saw the picture. He goes, "You like Tool Tour?" He goes, "That yours?" I go, "That was mine."
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, Tool's awesome. Love Tool.
Right. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So a couple Christmases ago, or shortly before,
Yep.
I finally told my fiance now how I felt about her, how I have always been in love with her and always wanted to be with her, and just took a shot at it finally, and she felt the same way.
That's awesome, man. I'm so happy
super
for
awesome.
you. Yeah.
And so last year, October, I believe it was, we went up to Chicago. We were at Soldier Field for a little thing called Beer and Bacon Fest. Oh, God, it was amazing. Some of the best bacon I've ever had. Chicago is the place for bacon and beer, people. If you've never been, go. So fun.
Yes. And other things too, but that's important to know.
Yes, they have great pizza.
Giordano's.
Yes.
Just so everybody knows.
Up top. Don't do the one in Schaumburg.
No. Right down by the lake.
Yeah, no. You got it.
That's where I go to.
Yes, the one right on the pier.
Yep, right close there. That's the one
that's the best one
that we went to as a family in January. We went to Shed Aquarium, and then we also hit up Giordano's for lunch that day.
Yeah.
But anyway, carry on your story.
Yeah. So we go. It was me, my now fiance, then girlfriend, and a couple of our other friends, Dan and Megan Hall. Went up to Chicago for Beer and Bacon Fest. And I had already decided that every October, Courtney, who is my fiance, we're going to go to Chicago every October for something. We're going to find something to do up there.
Cool.
So, and that just happened to be the thing. Well, my buddy Dan and he had found this event, Beer and Bacon Fest, and I was like, oh, we're going. This is happening.
Making it happen.
And I started thinking, I'm like, this could be something really extra special. Like, is this when I do this? Is this when I ask the question? Because I've been thinking about it for a while. I'm a sappy guy.
He is.
I'm sorry.
That's one of the reasons I fell in love with him in the first place.
Yeah, I'm cuddly.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I've got this whole plan going, and we go up there the day before Beer and Bacon Fest. We go up to Schaumburg. We got a nice hotel. Went out to Giordano's for dinner. We went and did mini golf.
Nice.
Our mini golf got rained out towards the end.
Bummer.
But you know what? We tried to hurry through it. We almost finished. The dude that was in charge that night forgot we were out there and shut the lights off on us. Butthole.
No kidding.
Yeah. Dirty butthole. We were like 2 holes away from the end.
Not a tight butthole.
No, it was dirty and loose.
Man, that's awful.
No sound, no ripples. But anyways, so it was a good time, and my friend Dan and his wife Megan, they knew I was planning on proposing, so I ended up. I'll see if I can't pull up some pictures on the old telephono.
That's okay.
Well, it's on Facebook. I know that for sure. Like, you can get on my Facebook. And
by the way, like I always do with his permission, I will post his socials, including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and your OkCupid. I'm just kidding.
It's Christian Mingles.
Oh, okay.
Christian Mingles, man.
FarmersOnly.com.
Fuck yes.
I'm just kidding because he is a taken man. I'm just joking, all right?
Yes.
So
God, the single days. By the way, if you're single and you're doing the online dating thing and you're serious about dating, try to use one of those things like Match.com or,
Why not? There's no shame in it today.
Exactly. If you use Plenty of Fish, expect to get used like a used hooker. Like, that's just bottom line. There's no relationships happening from shit like that. Okay?
There really isn't. You want something meaningful in your life? You
go, you spend the money, get that profile, get it done. If you just want one-nighters or the occasional, hey, are you free? POF that thing. You can get it.
Right.
Not saying that I did that.
Correct. Not that anybody has ever done that.
Look, a drink.
Exactly. Can I join you on that one too?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There you go. Anyways.
Anyway, so the good thing is both of us are taken men.
Oh, yes.
We are. And we're both in a position to sit down like gentlemen and have a drink together on a nice Friday evening here in Durant, Iowa. Did you ever think I would live in Durant, Iowa?
Shit, no, man. Dude, back when we first met, we were so hell-bent on living in Illinois and building like the greatest supercross freestyle fucking park in that front yard.
Or in a field.
Yeah, like getting the fields, not renting them out. Oh.
The fun thing is I always remember this, and I don't know if you remember this too, but I said if I ever won the lottery, which I never play. But if I did, I would open up a four-wheeler dealership, and we would get you in on that, right? So because we were just so much into that, we were that redneck, and
I would still do it.
I would still do it too. I think it'd be a lot of good fun,
For sure.
It's just like I don't play the lottery, so
I don't either. As much as we talk about hopefully we win in, you think we'd actually play it?
No. And you know what's more realistic? At some point, maybe we'll both get some kind of toy again that we can go.
True.
Do this again, right? It doesn't have to be. It does not have to be anywhere in particular, but it's going to be somewhere.
It's going to be full of dirt and mud and water and trees and alcohol.
Lots of alcohol. I'll flask it up. I don't drink beer anymore, but I'll flask it up. I don't even care.
I don't care. I'll bring the Glengoolie with, and we'll fucking do this up.
Yes, Archer references abound.
Oh God, I love Archer so much. I was so stoked when I found out you loved Archer too.
Oh yeah,
like it. Just randomly, I think I posted something about Archer. And you were just like, oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Oh, it was so funny. Like my first Wi-Fi router, I called it ISIS mainframe. And it was right before all this ISIS bullshit started happening.
Yeah.
And like after that started happening, one of my friends is like, don't you think that's a bad decision? I'm like, don't you think your fucking life is a bad decision?
Yeah, exactly.
Like shut your hole.
And also, I feel bad because I feel like they changed the name of ISIS on the show at one point because of that, didn't they?
They did. And it was total bullshit. Like, sack up, pussy. You were first. You started it.
Liberal political,
God.
Whatever it is.
Damn
it
snowflakes.
doesn't have to be snowflakes or liberals.
Oh, I'm gonna say it. I don't fucking care. You know me.
I know, and that's the thing. Traditionally, we don't talk much about religion and politics.
Yeah.
But if something is topic appropriate, I'm totally down for it. Because I know nothing about that. I'm going to tell you this. I know nothing about almost everything that we talk about on these podcasts, but it's nice because I can go back and I can be like, yeah, that's awesome. I say go back and watch because I'm too drunk to remember anything the night of. Not every time am I drunk. I've got some guests that we don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Because of either one reason or another, which I respect.
Yeah.
I didn't give him that option, though.
No, because alcohol is always a deciding factor on the fun level.
I'm trying to get him drunk right now. I mean,
I don't drink like I used to, so I'm feeling something. This is going to get good.
It is good. And you know what? We can take our time, talk about whatever we want, have a good time, because there's so much I want to cover with my good friend, Billy Bob here.
Oh, yeah.
Including, he's wearing this really cool shirt, and no, it's not Durant colors. I mean, it is Durant blue. But at the same time, I would like to discuss as much as you can in detail about what you do in your career, because somebody that works around products that involve steel,
Yep.
I find it very interesting, even though he doesn't necessarily directly have anything to do with those parts or supplies, I would guess.
Well, I'm pretty I know we send some of our products to Ford, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure GM buys some from us too. Maybe not necessarily our mill in Wilton,
but
I guarantee one of the mills across the country we send steel to.
And just to be clear, I want to straighten things up because we're jumping ahead. Explain to them what's on your shirt so they understand.
Oh, well, the t-shirt I'm wearing is one of my United Steelworkers t-shirt. I am in the union, United Steelworkers. And I work at the Gerdau Wilton Mill. I am in the melt shop. I'm a second helper up on the furnace. Pretty much what I do is I take care of opening the furnace, like the tap hole when we get ready to pour the steel from the furnace into the ladle. Take care of making sure the whole... So I'm on the north side when that happens, and I take care of the south side of the inside of the furnace, make sure like the refractory looks good. If I got to put more material in there to cover it up, I'll do that. I got to plug the tap hole, close it back up. Just kind of handle that side of it. Anything else that needs taken care of, like helping with cleanup or doing other stuff, like bringing materials in, helping get, we call it stock, we bring stock up. It's a good, honest day's work, what it is. And during this time of year, it gets a little extra warm, so I slimmed down a little. I think I've lost like 15 pounds.
Sweet. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Hopefully I can gain it back before the wedding. I already got fitted for my suit. My fat ass needs to get fat again.
Bacon. Just make a few trips to Chicago and you're good to go.
God, all I need is a store. That Hormel Black Label Bacon thick cut.
Black Label. You know it's legit when it's got like something like Black Label thrown on it.
Yes.
Unless it's like Johnny Walker Black Label, then don't drink that shit. All right, just trust me on this.
Oh, Johnny Walker.
Yes.
There's been a few run-ins with him.
Yeah. How do you like this though?
This is not bad. I like this.
Yeah. And you know what's? Can I share a few benefits of this product that we're drinking being a single malt? Yeah. Even though I've talked many times about it on other podcasts, I just feel like I got to share it with him too, is that besides the health reasons that we talked about of not really a whole lot of carbs or sugars and fewer calories and doesn't take as much to drink, so you're fucked up. Not that that's the reason we drink, kids. Of course, you don't drink till you're 21, by the way.
That's right. Legal drinking age.
Legal drinking age in the state of Iowa and Illinois, 21 years old. Anyway, so the other nice thing is if you continuously drink this and only this for the night, I will bet you my lottery winnings that you do not have a hangover. No matter how fucking drunk you get, you'll be dehydrated.
Yeah, that's a big sure.
But you will not be hungover. And that's what I love about this stuff too.
So like can't even reach down to go for a quick swig.
Oh, you totally can.
Oh, okay.
I guess what I'm referring to, as long as you stick with this only and you don't go, I'm going to have me some Bud Lights now. Whatever it is. Or Coors Light. I like Coors Light too.
Oh.
And that's not me making fun of him. That's just me just being a dumbass, right?
Yeah.
So, but if you switch between different types, which is true of most any situation, right? No. But especially with this, though, you stick with this, and it's just awesome. And isn't it? The first drink what was your reaction when you first sipped?
Well, it's got a good bite to it. It's smooth, but it's definitely not as harsh as most other like single malts I've ever had.
So this single malt is a Speyside. Again, I'm going to keep boring the shit out of him. So Glenfiddich, this 12-year-old is actually a Speyside, which means that it comes from the part of the island in Scotland that has a more fruity, floral, easy drinking kind of, way about it.
Yeah.
So the peatier stuff that you're probably thinking about, the strong, smoky, same alcohol content, just a different taste.
Yeah.
That comes from the Isla side of the island.
Nice.
It looks like it's Islay, but it's pronounced Isla.
Okay.
And it's where the smokier, peatier stuff's from. Now I have a couple of bottles. One is really peaty and one is kind of peaty.
Yeah.
But I prefer these because they're just so easy to drink and sip on.
It's nice. It is nice. I like it. Smooth. Doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have that harshness as most like single malts I've ever had. So,
and it keeps going down smoother and smoother, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. It's a dangerous game.
It's good stuff.
It's a dangerous game. However, I'm not going to have a chance to probably do this with him tonight, but in the past, we smoked cigars. You smoked a cigar with me or two, right? In the past, have you smoked a cigar with me? I feel like I got a picture somewhere.
I feel like, yeah. So, I think there's been
At some
Couple
point,
dozen.
I'll have him back. It may not be a podcast, right? Couple dozen. I'll have a cigar with him, and then this is where I really like the pairing of a space side, because with the smoky Isla stuff, you already got your smoke from your cigar. This is kind of like evens it out really nice.
Okay.
So I will have you back to do that at some point.
We'll have to try that out for sure.
Yes. I guess now that we've got past that part, I don't even know where the hell we were at before that.
Oh, God. I think we were talking about when I proposed to Courtney.
Keep going. Jesus, I'm such an asshole. I can't believe that I completely,
You're fine. You're fine. No, so we got there, and it was at Soldier Field. So we come into the stadium, and the whole thing, I was hoping it was going to be down on the field, actually, because I knew there was going to be a buttload of vendors. So I was like, they'll put it on the field. Plenty of room,
which would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, because I was originally going to propose on the 50-yard line. Bears fan. She's a Cowboys fan, so it's okay. We can forgive her. But anyways, no, it was just on that main concourse around the field. So we came in, and we did a full lap. We went to all the different vendors, tried a shitload of the beers. And I love Oktoberfest beer, by the way.
Like Sam Adams.
Love it. Line and Kugels.
Oh, sure.
My favorite is Millstream, though. Millstream Brewery.
I'm not familiar with that.
It's the one out of the Amanas.
Oh, okay.
So good. Anyways, so they had a bunch of different Oktoberfests around there, and they were all really good. But anyways, so what I'm doing while we're going around is I'm scouting for like a decent spot to go down, because we can go down into the lower bowl and sit down if we wanted. So I'm scouting around, and we start our second lap because I wanted to go over by, I think it was the north side of the field, just because they were setting up like a stage on the south side, I think it was. So I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to be in the video. I had my friend Dan take my phone, act like he was getting some pictures of us.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had him actually doing a Facebook Live video because there was a bunch of family around.
That's so cool.
They knew, I told them what I was doing, and they were all super excited, and I was excited, of course. But anyways, Dan was acting like he's taking pictures, and we start talking, and I don't know, she kind of like turned around or something, so I reached in my pocket. I didn't have the box. I just took the ring out, and I had in that, like that funky side pocket.
Getting hung up in there?
Yeah, so I had it in there, and I took it out, and I'm down on one knee.
Came out smoothly, didn't drop it or anything? That's good?
Nope, didn't drop it. Thank God. I was worried about that.
That's what I was thinking when you're like, you had in your pocket like that.
Lineman hands, dude. They'll drop anything.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was really nice. She said yes, thank God. I was all worried. I had a contingency plan in case she said no. I was like, all right, well, I got to pack. I'll see you later.
And it thankfully didn't work out that way.
Thank God.
Yes.
No, but it was amazing. So she said yes. We did a little bit more there. We took off. We went back to the mini golf range we went to, and we did a whole game. It was me, Courtney, Dan, and Megan. They went with us this time, and we're all just super excited. We're talking about like, oh my God, like what are we gonna do? And we almost damn near planned the whole wedding on the way back from Chicago that night.
It's a long drive.
Yeah.
2.5 hour, 3 hour, probably 3 hour drive, right?
It's about closer to 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny fact, every time I've been to Chicago, I've gone up a different way.
Like 88, 80.
There's so many different ways. Like that trip.
I see. You take the main road most of the way up there, and then you kind of pick another road. Yeah.
No, the GPS fucking does it.
Oh yeah.
It's so goddamn weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, that trip, we ended up taking main roads about halfway up, and then it took us on a side road, and we took like the fucking country way up to Chicago.
Interesting.
And
are you using an iPhone?
Yeah. Duh.
That's the reason why.
Don't you knock it.
Jesus Christ.
Don't you knock Siri.
There's some things, that you still love somebody even after you find out serious issues, but
I still love Siri. Speaking of, though,
I'm just teasing. It's not a serious issue. iPhones are just fine.
I love iPhones.
They're just fine.
I am that person that loves iPhones.
That's okay.
But actually, the background is when I proposed to her.
Oh, that's so cool. Can we point it right to the middle camera there, right up close? Because trust me, it's a wide angle right up there. Put her up there.
Ah, there you go.
There you go.
Boom.
Boom. So cute.
She was super excited. She was like, "Oh my God, this is happening." That trip, it took us on these friggin' side roads, and I was like, this seems slow. Like, why are we taking this way? She's like, "Oh no, ask your stupid iPhone." I was like, "God damn it."
Yes. Yes. Call him out.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
You know what? Even though there's friends like me and him that we get along so well on a lot of things, there's things we probably don't agree upon.
I'll tell you what, though. We used to have the exact same taste in phones. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a BlackBerry.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
The fucking BlackBerries.
I had BlackBerry Storms, the little click screen ones.
Yep. You had the first touchscreen phones.
Yep.
I rocked that BlackBerry Bold, I think is what it was.
I remember that too, yeah. So we did share that, and then we just kind of branched off. And you know what? I know there's other things too. He's wearing a couple or a few bracelets right now, or what are they called? Just bracelets?
No, wristbands.
Wristbands. That's wristbands. And he's got an Xbox
360
one on, and I used to be Nintendo only.
Yes.
Back in the day, and then I got tired of Nintendo's bullshit, and then I decided to jump to the PlayStation side. I know he's a big Xbox fan, which is cool too. You know,
I've owned a couple PlayStations in my day. Just been a huge Xbox fan.
Yeah.
You know, and I tell you what though, there's some exclusive content that PlayStation's got and still coming out that, you know, I might just go grab a PS4
that I have, and typically sometimes it'll start on PlayStation, like The Last of Us, and then it'll go over to the other systems.
The one that I know it's been out for a couple of years already, but Until Dawn.
So I have not played that.
I've heard nothing but great things about it.
I've seen it though. I've seen video and stuff.
I tried to stay away from it still because I don't want to ruin it. Like, I'm that person. Like, hey, I will play this at some point, whether it's 50 years old or not. I'm gonna do it.
I understand. It's the situation for me is I wish I had a lot more time on my hands lately. It seems like I did play through Red Dead 2, the God of War, of course, when that came out. Those were the last two big titles that I've been playing. And then, Resident Evil 2, of course.
Yes.
There's a whole another side story bar with that in another podcast situation that didn't happen. But I did play through that, though, and it was so awesome. And I don't know if
they did an amazing job on it.
Did you play it as well?
Oh, yes.
Of course. Good.
Of course.
Good deal.
You know
so,
us.
I felt like to kind of redeem not being able to do that podcast, to play that when it came out. It just didn't work out, unfortunately. And that's okay. That's all right.
It happens.
I would like to do a video game playthrough on a podcast at some point.
I am down for that.
Would you like to do that?
I would love to do that.
So maybe when you come back in the future, we'll find a date where something has just came out, and then I'll actually have it set up in here, and then I'll screen record, and we can just sit here and just play through a game.
Oh, I'm down.
You want to do that?
I don't care if it's a new one or we can go back and do RE4. Remember that when we used to do RE4?
For sure. Dude, I've still got it on. Dude, I think I bought that. Not only do I have that on, of course, GameCube, even back in the day, I feel like. It was on GameCube, and then
PS2.
And then, well, PS was it PS2 as well?
Yeah,
I got it on PS3.
They did GameCube originally, and then they did a
sure
release for the
two.
PS. Oh, it was for PS2.
I believe you. I'm gonna check your ass though.
Oh, do it. Fact check that shit, bro.
Do it. Go for it. Keep talking.
But anyways, yeah, it was GameCube, PS2, and then I believe it was digital is what they started doing. They did a hard copy release for the Xbox One, and I guarantee the PS4 as well. But I know you can buy them digitally.
Well, I have them on PS3 and 4.
Nice. Yeah, so I've got the hard copies on Xbox One for, let's see, RE4, 5, 6.
You son of a bitch. You are right.
Oh, I know I am.
God damn. I did not remember this being on PS2.
Oh, I think it was about a year after the GameCube released.
Because that's the one that I had. And then I bought your PlayStation 2 from you. Remember that?
Yep.
For my oldest son way back in the day. And that's still on the shelf. It's behind that left Sony camera bag. All my old systems, I know you can't see it, they're on that shelf.
Oh, I can see that. Oh, please tell me that N64 has a cartridge with WCW NWO Revenge.
It just may.
Oh,
And here's the thing, is that the only thing, so all those, when I hooked up this TV that's on the wall in the office, the main goal was to do shit like this, right? So, and I know this isn't cast up there, but it can easily be done that. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I have every connection down through the wall for every system. They're not all plugged in at once because I only have so many inputs, but all the cables are ready to be plugged in.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I can switch to any console whenever I want. The only problem is with N64 is that I think I only have one decent controller. I feel like the other Nintendo 64 controller has got the wobbly as fuck joystick in the middle, you know?
Yep.
That's basically useless at this point.
Yeah, when you play Revenge, you got to have that stick ready to flick, buddy.
Yeah, there's so many things in life that are fun to flick, you know, but
beans.
Just him saying it is so awesome. I mean, for the kids, I'm going to avoid that whole topic.
No, sorry, kids.
No. It's fine. I appreciate that. Let me cast this back up here. Desktop, and then Office TV, and then share audio. Why so complicated? Because I should have done this shit earlier. It's my own damn fault. So Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4. So anyway, basically we've got, it's funny though, like graphics. I know on the PS3 they were so awesome.
I'll tell you what.
And even the GameCube, it was pretty decent.
Was absolutely phenomenal. Because that was, I feel, my hands down favorite game for the GameCube was RE4. Because it didn't look anything like the typical Nintendo game.
No.
You know? No. It absolutely looked amazing. No. And the play, like the gameplay itself was absolutely really good. Not a whole lot of lag with anything. Didn't have a whole lot of troubles.
Check this out. This is a comparison between all of them.
Oh, shit.
So all the versions on every system.
Be good.
Like they're little square sections, I guess. So the volume's off. Let me turn the sound bar back on. It timed out. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, man.
So this is GameCube, the original. And you can see it's kind of pixelated around the gun, right?
A little bit. You can see the squaring. There's your PS2.
Oh, see, I almost thought the GameCube looked brighter.
It was. Yeah, you could definitely tell that for sure. But the PlayStation was a little different.
We cleaned it back up a little bit.
Yep, there you go. That's a lot fresher. You know, details are a lot better.
You can see in the distance, though, draw distance and things like that. So here's of course, PC. It looks super nice.
Gorgeous.
Of course.
You go to PC, fucking PC gamers.
That's probably a loaded up PC, right? And the draw
360, not bad on the 360.
Look at the draw distance. It went away. All of a sudden, you see nothing in the background again. Yep. That's the most interesting part. The brightness.
So you go to Xbox One. A little bit better, you know.
I keep looking in the distance, right? What's really in the back.
Yep. Now PS3, that looks shitty.
It looks shitty, yeah.
Fucking Sony. I'm just kidding. Sony
Still, though,
makes some great
crisper than the GameCube, of course.
Yes, PS4 looks beautiful.
It looks good, too, yep.
Oh, yeah. It's nice because literally every version that keeps coming up, though, is that gun gets better.
This actually doesn't look as good as the 2007 PC because the 2007 PC, you can see all the details way in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at this shit.
Oh, that was so horrid. Oh, God.
That's awful. That's awful.
We used to think this was so beautiful.
Of course, PS4.
Yeah. You know,
PS4, I don't know. It was just me. The 2007 PC one looked baller.
The dog. The amazing dog.
And then he takes off. He's like, see you, sucker.
Oh, yeah.
But he helps later.
Spoiler
alert. See that? The 2007 PC one looks pretty legit.
Looks so crisp.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the 2007 was way better.
I don't know why.
Oh, God, that just gives me nightmares.
The graphics give me nightmares.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yes.
Oh.
Definitely a huge.
See, now the PS3 was better.
That looks better, yeah.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
That doesn't look bad in that scene, especially.
Yeah, no, it's a little inviting. Like, here, come across me.
And then a little bit sharper, maybe images. And
you can see that the code's actually flowing.
Okay, yep, I see that too.
See, that's nice.
I like the details. I'm a details guy.
Yep. See, now PS2, not flowing.
No.
Fucking slackers. 360. The close-up on the 360 is not bad, but yeah, in the background.
I guess, well, that's where I like to see these differences.
Mm-hmm. Xbox
One. Cleaned it up.
A lot. I mean, shit, look at the code. You can definitely see, like, the texturing and the leather. It's really nice.
It's like a nice baseball mitt.
So here's
oh
God.
Yeah. Wow, I appreciate this person putting this together.
Yeah,
because it's nice that you educated me. That
Holy
there was a
shit!
PS2
They put it
version.
on the Wii.
Yeah,
I
they
forgot
showed
they put
one
it on the
earlier
Wii.
too on the Wii.
Oh my God.
The Wii wasn't that good either.
Probably not, just because the controls were shit on the Wii. You know, little stick you hold.
There's a Wii on that shelf down there too. I know.
God.
Oh wow, the slow fade. I mean that's a huge difference.
Oh yes.
I guess I know this is it'll be in the bottom of the screen if my screen capture worked out. That PS4 looks
Really good.
pretty good too there.
Oh hey. That's so good.
For those random noises. Yeah, there we go.
Just run up the stairs, you idiot.
Right, stop wasting all your ammo. You've only got 2 bullets left. The Wii looks awful because look at the aim style, right? You're holding a fucking controller around, and waving
so
it around.
dumb.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Run up the stairs, you tardo.
Right. Well, I mean, you're stuck in the house at that point of the game.
Oh, that's why you go upstairs. Get on the roof. Friggin' have that shotgun ready for that fucking chainsaw guy.
Because you know he's going to be there.
Oh, sweet Jesus, that chainsaw guy.
Bitches with axes,
Ugh.
Bitches be crazy.
Bitches be crazy.
And where is the... at this point, is he out of shotgun shells? I mean, come on.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. The classic here, GameCube.
Oh, versus... See, now that looks beautiful.
I mean, for 07, the
Yeah.
draw distance in the back looks a lot clearer and
you
brighter.
go to 14.
Look at that. Almost like it
now,
darkened
the
up.
face looks a lot better, but it
does.
seems darker and...
Not as detailed.
Yes.
That's about the same-ish.
A little bit. I mean, you can kind of tell the brick on the steeple back there a little better.
Yep.
360, not as bad.
Yep.
You know.
Interesting. I mean, we could keep going on this, but I think it's cool that somebody basically came up
That
with...
is pretty sweet.
It'd be nice if they had the barn scene with all the fire in it
Oh, that would be wicked.
to see what that looked like, the
yeah.
difference. But I'm like scanning through the preview here. I don't see any of those there. Bummer.
Oh, well.
Anyway, so ice, baby. So I know we're all over the place on topics now, but that's all right.
We're good.
We're good. So I guess I'm going to try to backtrack. Did you finish your story about your wife, the engagement? You did, right?
Yeah.
And you were just like all over the place with your driving to there, and it took 3 hours, and you planned the wedding on the way back.
Pretty much, yeah. We got a lot of stuff figured out.
Bring that cup over here, man.
Oh.
Bring it over here.
There you go.
There you go.
There you
I'll let that simmer for a bit there, unless you're ready.
go. Let's see. Oh, man. Yeah, we got damn near everything figured out, kind of like what we wanted, and just about who all we were going to have up there with us.
Yeah.
So we're not having an actual pastor. One of my friends went and got ordained online.
Very
and
nice.
he's going to do the officiating.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. For my close friends, my brother, who, P.S., I was going to totally burn with the RE4 up there with that the Leon hair. He used to do that shit.
With his hair?
Oh, my God. It was so gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
no,
yes.
nothing wrong with being gay.
Of course.
At
yes.
all. I have gay family members. Love them to death.
Yes.
But seriously, though, he looked dumb. We'll say that.
Sure.
He looked dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he thought it was cool for the 4 years he did it.
That's a long time.
It is.
That's a long time.
But hey, at least he rocked the love of RE.
You know what? Some people rock their love of any game in one way or another, or systems, right? If you're wearing the wristband.
Yep.
Or what is that? What they're called? Wristbands.
Wristband, bracelets. I don't really know what they're called.
I don't know
really.
either. I'm not trying to make it awkward. I'm just asking because I don't know.
No, it's let's see.
My boys wear them too from time to time.
Yeah, so this blue one, it says Michelob Ultra. I think I've drank that maybe a handful of times in my life.
My girlfriend would love that one. She drinks Michelob Ultra.
Here's the beauty part. This one has not come off my wrist since I put it on when we took that trip to Colorado. Remember years ago when I brought you back that Beechwood from the Anheuser plant?
Yep.
This one was about a year after the 360.
My God. Stop for a second. I totally remember that Beechwood. It was curled on the end a little bit.
Yep.
Fuck, that's probably. I wonder if I still have that shit out in my storage out there. If I see it again, I'm instantly going to be like, yep, there it is.
Yeah.
And I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah. So years ago, I went out to Colorado. It was for my cousin's graduation. And right after her grad party, a bunch of the family got together and we decided we're going to go take the tour of the Anheuser-Busch plant out there in Fort Collins, Colorado, which is, by the way, where they train the Clydesdales that you see on all the commercials and the parades and stuff.
Yeah.
Beautiful horses. Beautiful. I still got some pictures up on Facebook, I think. Standing next to like the big wagon that the horses pull and a bunch of other neat things throughout the tour. But at the end, you can actually get a piece of the beechwood that they use to age the beer with to help the aging process. So, and I brought a piece back for Ed because Budweiser for the longest time was our favorite beer.
Budweiser, Bud Light, all those variants.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, for sure, man. Which I appreciated.
Yeah.
I have something I got to share with you too, and I'll get in just a moment. But keep going.
So, anyways, we went out there for that. Had a great time. Got some free samples at the end of the tour. Paid for some beer at the end of the tour as well. But my grandpa, he bought me, my brother, and my then girlfriend at the time, bought us these blue Michelob Ultra bracelets. And not that I'm a big fan of Michelob Ultra, whatever, but I bought it. Well, he bought it, and I put it on, and I haven't taken it off since just because I'm that sentimental type of weirdo.
That's okay, man. I get it.
Now, there's a big chunk taken out of it. I don't know how it happened.
I noticed that.
But it worried me, and that actually happened 3 years ago, and it's still here. So
holding on, man.
Yeah. So I'm that weird guy, though. Like this ratty-looking stripper club bracelet one.
Sure. Concert one?
That's actually from my soon-to-be sister-in-law's state championship for bowling she was at this year.
Oh, very cool.
So I'm actually going to leave it on until they go next year. Fingers crossed. I know they will. Her high school team, they set a record for consecutive championships by a girls bowling team. 3.
Which school?
L&M.
L&M.
Yep.
So, Liza Muscatine.
Yep.
In case you didn't know.
Best bowling program around.
My girlfriend Lacey, she went there.
Nice. There you go. All right. So, they've won now 3 state championships in a row for the girls. And she actually won her 2nd straight individual championship. So, super proud of her. She's an amazing bowler. Everybody in their family are really great bowlers. And I've always loved bowling. And I started getting back into it. So,
it's cool.
It's fun.
So, my oldest, he actually wants to do that for his second sport besides baseball this fall.
There you
Instead
go.
of football, he actually said, I don't want to do football anymore. I want to be in bowling, which I'm totally cool with him doing what he wants. And the thing is, too, I mean, Durant's got a bowling alley here right in town. So, it's going to be pretty cool for him if he wants to. I say go for it.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it's between Courtney and I, we've got 4 kids, and her oldest is just a naturally gifted athlete. That kid,
how old?
He is friggin' 9, turning 10 this year.
Oh, man, you got 4 kids under the age of 10?
No, 2 under the age of 10.
Oh.
Yeah, because mine is...
How old is he now?
Landon is 12, turning 13.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe he's that old,
Dude.
and I never even think about it like that.
Right? Like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, oh, God, I wonder how Joey and Tommy are doing, like, coming up here. I'm like, God, I haven't seen them in forever. And I'm like, holy shit, they're older than Landon.
And Joey's is almost as tall as me, too, at 14.
Dude, that's just retarded. Oh, my God. He's going to be taller than you. This is nuts. God, we can only hope he doesn't. He's going to overthrow you. I'll make sure it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I'll protect you.
Anyway,
I'll
so
try.
that's what happens. Now we really sound like old fuckers.
Oh, Jesus
After
God.
talking about music, earlier and now this. It's
Yeah.
but the nice thing is, though, for us, I guess 2 that are under 10 for you guys, though. Mm-hmm. But I think about in my situation with Joey and Tommy is that when they're out of the house, they're not. They may not be out at 18 exactly, but if they are, I'm going to be in my early 40s. I'm gonna have the rest of my life to hang out and chill and just do whatever. Not that I'm saying I don't love you boys.
Your dad loves you. Trust me.
I love you, but at the same time, I'm gonna have some fun with Lacey. We're gonna go do some stuff and not worry about kids either.
They're gonna move to Cancun.
No, they're fucking not gonna move to Cancun. Oh, you mean us? Me and Lacey?
Yeah.
I thought you meant the boys. I'm like, they ain't fucking moving there. I ain't paying for shit. They're gonna go to school somewhere or do their own thing. Now, for me and Lacey, we will definitely visit a Mexican resort of some type. Preferably one that has the lowest amount of murder rates on it. So that'd be good. There's been a couple that have popped up lately I saw in the news. Again,
yeah, that's kind of sketchy.
As fuck.
Yeah. So here's something super nice. We're going to 3 places for our honeymoon.
Oh,
yeah.
Do tell.
So we're going to go down to Florida.
Okay.
Courtney is just a huge nerd like I am, which is super great. So she really wanted to go see the Harry Potter Wizarding World. So we're going to go to that.
Her and Lacey would get along because Lacey just loves, and she made us watch. She didn't make us. Okay. She didn't make us watch all the Harry Potter movies, but we watched them all.
Yeah.
Because I had never seen them.
So I've liked Harry Potter. Definitely gained a bit more appreciation for Harry Potter since her and I started dating.
Sure.
We're both huge Star Wars nerds.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
She is the Catwoman to my Batman.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. I sent her a gift, a little GIF, over text. It was Batman swinging from his rope and he's trying to touch Catwoman's butt. But yeah, so
here's a serious question for you.
Oh, geez.
Best Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer or Halle Berry? And I'm not referring to
Michelle Pfeiffer.
And I'm not okay. And I appreciate his response.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay. And so that's Batman 2.
Batman Returns.
Returns from 92, 91, whenever it was. It was the dark.
That would have. Let's see. Batman with the first Batman with Michael
89.
Keaton. Yes, 89.
89.
So I think Batman Returns was either 90 or 91.
Was it that soon? Either way,
so.
My favorite Batman is Batman Returns, which he called me out on. It's not 2. I referred to it as the second one.
Because it's the second Keaton Batman.
But it's definitely a dark motherfucking Batman compared to,
the first 2, the ones with Keaton, they were actually really dark. They were done by Tim Burton.
Of course. And the second one, especially in weirder ways than the first one.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. Tim Burton is an amazing director. Everything he's done, I've always really liked. Especially the Batman movies. Did great on them.
Let me take it to the next level and this is may take a little bit more to think about. Maybe not for you. Chris Nolan trilogy or Tim Burton 2.
Oh God, this is where you might not agree with me, but I am Dark Knight trilogy.
So actually that's me too.
Oh, nice.
I appreciate Michael Keaton's first 2.
Of course.
I love him to death.
Of course.
I remember when I was young. I was a kid, dude. We were kids.
Yes, I remember going.
He's close enough to my age, right?
Yep, I remember seeing the first 2 in theaters.
I did not, but my grandparents had a VHS. Yes, kids, VHS, and it was
where it's at.
It was just the Batman logo on the VHS case.
Just a black case with the
black and
gold,
yellow,
bat symbol.
Yep, and I remember it was just like. That was cool in itself for me. I'm like, what is this?
So do you remember a couple of the previews on the VHS? Like, do you remember I want to say it was a Coke commercial.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do now.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, my God. So,
hold on. Sorry for yelling, by the way, everybody.
Oh, don't apologize for yelling.
Here it is.
Oh, here we go. Yep, right there, up top.
Yep, I remember.
Oh, my God.
As soon as you said it, I'm like, fuck yeah, Diet Coke, too.
Oh, my God. Holy buckets.
Yes, we seem to be down to our last Diet Coke.
Alfred.
A gentleman is on his way to the summer. Just look for a black cow. No, this black cow will be rather difficult to miss. And by the way, the gentleman is usually quite lush.
Oh, my God. Dude, I can't remember how I remember some of the dumbest things from being a kid.
Oh my God, dude. Awesome. You bringing that up, it just like blew my mind because I totally remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Do you remember some of the Pizza Hut commercials you'd see on previews on VHSs?
I do, but not specifically. So
No.
if you jarred my memory on one, I'd probably know.
God, I can't remember like specifically any of them, but like I just remember like there was one where they were at a baseball game, and like after the baseball game, they all went to the Pizza Hut, and I think even though they lost, they still got to go to Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yep, exactly,
So-
yep.
Yeah,
Good times.
Previews.
You know, those old movies on VHS, it's so funny to think back to that time where today, instead of like, rewinding the VHS for Batman, now I just get on Google Movies and stream John Wick instead,
dude, fucking John Wick.
Did you see the third one?
Dude, not yet. So like, here's the sad part
No
about
spoilers,
my life.
then.
No
won't.
spoilers, please. Here's the sad part about my life. I love John Wick. Keanu Reeves, probably top 5 favorite actors all time.
My man.
This motherfucker can operate. Dude, the
Operate.
training he did for these videos,
I know,
these
I
movies,
see it. Yeah.
is beautiful. It's a huge shout out, I feel, to all the vets and the people that trained him for this.
Yeah.
And if you watch it, that's actual like military style tactical moves.
It's legit. It's
It
not,
is.
So there's so many things, and this is why, again, we just pick right off, and there's so many things that I knew that we would always enjoy together, and like this, I threw it out there hoping, and you fucking took it, which is great. What's your favorite reload scene in the first two?
Oh God.
If you could think of one, I'll tell you what mine is. I'm just curious if you know off the top of your head what yours is.
If we're gonna go reload scene, I don't know.
How about this? I'm going to give you a second because there's something I want to show you in regards to the beechwood. Is it beechwood?
Yeah.
So there's something I don't want to forget about. Also,
Okay.
I'm going to do another quick piss. I pissed before we started. I'm going to go again while he's thinking of that. Do me a favor, talk to them. And
Okay.
we jumped off topic of the steel mill. But I want to talk more about that and John Wick and a bunch of other topics.
Okay. Well, while Ed's going pee-pee, we'll go ahead and talk more John Wick. So John Wick is probably hands down some of the greatest action movies I think's been done in the past decade. Keanu Reeves did amazing. Everybody in those movies was super freaking good. We'll have to get back to Ed's question of favorite reload scene, but I'm going to go with probably from the second one when he was down in the tunnels. Like, it's everything about those movies was amazing, but we'll go a little bit further back. If you remember me saying the sad part is I've never seen those in theaters, and it really sucked. So I've only ever bought the movies digitally off my Xbox. So like the day they become available digitally, I will purchase them on my Xbox so I can watch them anytime. I'm a huge movie fan, by the way. Huge movie fan. I absolutely love all movies except Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Nothing to do with the series. Nothing. It's horrible. Don't watch it. So, anywho, the John Wick movies, everything about them is super good. And I think what's also really super fun about them is the fact that Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne are back together in a movie. Because if you remember, Lawrence Fishburne and Keanu Reeves became really great together on screen in the Matrix movies. Oh, the Matrix movies. Those things. Wachowski brothers. Still amazing. Love them. I've heard they're doing another one, I think. So be on the lookout for that, kids. The Matrix. Be ready for that.
We're talking about the Matrix now?
Oh, I got on to a little bit more John Wick. Ooh, what do we got here? The Flight?
So this is a flight holder for Glencairn glasses, which are little sniffer glasses for whiskey.
Okay.
And it is a retired bourbon barrel. I don't drink
Cool.
I don't drink bourbon, but a lot of scotches use old bourbon barrels for aging processes. So, or not all of them, but some do. So I thought it was kind of cool, right?
That was pretty sweet.
Or I think it's a bourbon, maybe it's sherry barrel. I can't remember. Oh, it's an oak one, so it's going to be bourbon probably. I would guess being charred and like that too. So when we were talking about the beechwood and stuff, that I'm going to do my best to locate if I still have that somewhere. And I will.
Well, don't feel bad if you don't, because I don't have mine
But
anymore.
you know what? I remember taking it from place to place as I moved, right? So
yeah, I lost mine over the years. It really sucked.
All right.
And I still have the glasses though from the trip. We got a couple glasses.
Important.
So
that's important. So what'd you talk about when I was gone?
oh, okay.
Little Matrix action.
So now he's going to try and jump in.
I'm
What
going
a
to do
turd.
it. That's all right. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
So we got back on the John Wick. I was getting back to it. What's sad is the fact I've never seen them in theaters. None of them.
Either. I saw
None of them.
Well, I saw the third one, but no spoilers.
So anytime they become digitally available, like day one, I will buy them on my Xbox.
Good man.
Oh yeah, like I don't even care. And I told him, I'm a huge movie lover. If you ever want to go buy a buttload of movies from cheap, I'm going to throw this out there right now. Disc Replay, ladies and gentlemen.
That's still around?
Oh, dude,
I don't know.
So good.
I don't know.
There's one in the North Park Mall up in Davenport, and there is one over in Moline.
South Park?
It's over by a Lowe's over on
where's that
what is
at?
that damn road called? I can't remember. It's a pretty common road. Had a lot of work done on it here recently. Avenue of the Cities.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Avenue of the Cities.
There's always something going on with that fucking road, though.
Right?
And 74 Bridge is a disaster right
Oh,
now.
yeah. I got a friend that's actually working on that.
Really?
Yeah.
What part is he working on?
I don't know. I know he's in a shop every morning, so whatever you're doing, Matt Marston, keep doing it.
Matt Marston, we appreciate
Keep
you.
doing it.
We appreciate you. And I appreciate you, but I still want to know one thing. Your favorite reload scene.
So we did a little bit about that, but I'm gonna go with, like I said earlier, kids, it'd be in the second one down in the tunnels.
Yes. Is it the shotgun?
Yeah,
Yes!
Stepanelli.
Yes!
Dude, when he tips that bitch sideways
Boom!
and slides it in, pops it out, goes. That's
This is why he's a brother from another mother to me, because that is exactly what I'm talking about.
Right
and
there.
I have not only, and
Right
you can check me on this against my kids and Lacey. I've showed them, like, it's always the most coolest part about any reload scene, where he's got the extra one on the side of the barrel, like old, you know what it reminds me of? GoldenEye on Nintendo 64,
Oh my
where it
God.
had him up on the stalker somewhere, where he just like slides it down and boom, done.
so good.
It's
So beautiful.
so good.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. So I think the John Wick movies are probably hands down some of the greatest action movies come out in the past 10 years.
They're pretty damn impressive.
Oh yeah.
The nice thing is he said the last 10 years, that's right on the edge of where The Matrix came out in 99, which I also am a probably always favorite. And one of the first movies that I watched when I recently, and I've shared this before, I upgraded. So when I upgraded to my 65-inch Sony Bravia in there, this is the TV from my living room.
There you go.
So I'm like, I mean,
It's beautiful.
well, I upgraded purposefully because I wanted an office TV. And the dirty looks I got, let me tell you. But anyway, so it was like
Every dirty look is worth it.
and it is.
Yes.
So I watched the John Wick movies. Before I got the 5-channel Dolby Atmos system out
nice.
there. So I've got a 5-channel Dolby Atmos system with the rear wireless speakers
That
and
is
everything.
straight jealousy coming off of this right here.
And then the cool thing is that I watched one of the first movies I watched, and that with Lacey, we watched the original Matrix.
Oh, that is the best movie to watch on a new surround sound. Anytime.
And I remember Lacey, she was watching, she goes, oh, there's like something, she could hear like the shit going on behind her, and she was like so like taken back by that.
Yeah, and the next greatest thing to do on any surround sound, ladies and gentlemen, and kids, is play video games on them.
Yes, that too. So I haven't had a chance to really have a day to myself yet where I could just chill, crank up but in all fairness, I have the platinum Sony wireless ones that sound really good as is. So like if she's on the couch doing her thing on her phone or reading or something, I can just go crazy with
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I totally want to do that with the surround in there too.
Oh, yeah.
What game do you think would be a good one?
So
Resident Evil 2?
RE2, I think would be really good with that Atmos. I really do.
I haven't played it yet.
Oh God.
I mean, I haven't played it with the new surround system is what I'm saying.
I think it'd be really good. So something I need to do still. So I bought the Xbox One X, like the gamers Xbox One.
Sure.
Just because you can get 4K gameplay with it.
I have not gotten a PS4 Pro, just to be clear. I have not yet.
It's beautiful. When you get that 4K playback on the games,
oh yeah,
it's beautiful.
Why do you think I got that camera too, man? So I can do that kind of stuff. Yes,
do it.
He's gonna look so sexy.
Doesn't matter if you're PlayStation or Xbox. If you get that Pro or the X, it's worth every penny. Make sure you got the right TV to go with it.
Exactly.
Got to have that 4K TV, curved or flat, doesn't matter either way. But I would say you could probably go with either the Destiny games would be fun, RE2, Anthem. If you haven't heard of that one, it's super fun. Now, there has been a lot of issues I've heard, but the sad part is I haven't got to play it that much. I did like the main storyline of it. Super fun.
Something to consider.
Yes, super duper fun. I have so it almost feels a bit Destiny. If you ever played that.
I've not. I know what you're talking about, but I have not. No.
Destiny 1, I played 3 years straight. Like day one when it came out. I never heard of it until the day it came out. My buddy from Oak Steel was like, hey, I'm going to go up and pick up this game for the midnight release. You want to come? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. Not like we got to be up at fucking 3 a.m. to go to work. But I didn't care. I went. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll buy it. So that way we can play this weekend. So that first weekend that Destiny was out, we straight no-lifed it. Did the main storyline. There wasn't any DLC out at the time. So, we kind of flew through it. But I had a surround sound. Still have that one too.
So it sounded good, you're saying?
It was good. Said did pretty decent. The sad, scary part about that weekend was I ingested nothing but Rockstar. Like it was
going out of style.
Oh, it was horrid. My buddy Conan, that's his name. Craig Conan, that's his first and middle name.
Yeah,
I always call him Conan.
That's a badass name.
He lived like 3 blocks from me, so we'd be playing, and I was like, "Dude, I'm done with my last Rockstar. How about you?" He's like, "I got a couple." He's like, "You want to go on a run?" I was like, "Well, I'll finish this one and then we'll go." He's like, "All right." So I'd finish that one. He'd come pick me up. We go down a gas station, pick up like a dozen more Rockstars. We got to work that Monday morning after, and we both worked in the paint booth, and I'm standing in my spot, friggin' just painting away, and all of a sudden I feel my heart just getting like faster and faster and faster.
Oh, that Rockstar, yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die. Somebody call the ambulance. Oh my god. Oh, it was the funniest shit ever. Conan's looking at me like, holy fuck, he's gonna die. Oh fuck. So, by the way, kids, don't drink nothing but Rockstar or energy drinks.
Tell them
that will scare you.
Tell them.
Eat food.
Eat
food. Eat food with it. Trust me, you'll love it. Maybe throw water in there once in a while.
You know what I think might be a good one to play? Did you ever play The Last of Us?
No.
Oh my god.
I've seen gameplay of it. My brother, absolute fan of it. Loves that game. Dying Light was another game I bought because of my brother.
Okay.
I played a little bit. Dude, I've got so many games, and I just have like no time to play them.
Can I share one thing with you after we're done with this podcast? Because when we're done, safety first, kids. When you're old enough to drink, he has a DD. His very awesome fiance. She's going to come pick him up when we're done. How long is the drive from where you live? Where do you live, Muscatine still?
Yeah.
So what, half hour? 20 minutes?
About 20, 25.
That's enough time. Before we leave, I think I know what the first game is I'm going to play with my good friend, Captain Billy Bob here. We're going to do the intro to The Last of Us.
Ooh, nice.
The intro to The Last of Us. If you already know how fucking serious it is, but I'm going to introduce him to the game. Just be a dick tease. I'm gonna show him just
the tip.
He's gonna get the first 20 minutes, which is like an intro to the game, and it's all crazy, awesome, emotional roller coaster. So
That's awesome.
it's like, honestly,
See, that's how you get a good game. That's how you get me stuck into a game is the storyline. You know, like kids nowadays, they love that Fortnite bullshit. Like, oh, let's do PvP.
my kids, Joey, you're watching this podcast. I know you
Get
are.
away from Fortnite.
Of course
Come
he does.
on.
He also does PUBG
Yeah,
and
same thing.
Overwatch, and
Same thing.
he does all those things too.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, people love playing against other people. There's nothing wrong with that when you're doing online gaming. I'm just a fan of the storyline of
Kids
a
don't know
video
that.
game.
They don't know that shit.
Oh, I know. It's so sad. Like, if you go back throughout some of the greatest video game series, like Resident Evil.
Oh,
Resident Evil has probably one of the best storylines. Right up there with it is going to be Dead Space.
I've played Dead Space. Only one of them though. But it was good.
Oh, God.
It was awesome. I can't remember which one it was. It was good though. I think it was on PS3.
So, I've played all 3 Dead Space games. Well, there's actually 4. There was that Dead Space Ignition was like a little, like
like a
art, like a little side game. Yeah,
But Dead Space is like a sci-fi kind of horror kind
sci-fi survival
of
horror.
survival horror. Yeah.
And it totally reminded me of like my all-time favorite sci-fi survival horror movie, Event Horizon.
Yeah.
Such a good movie. A lot of cheese to it. Such a good movie though. And the Dead Space games, all 3 of them, like I've played them so many times, I know where everything is. I know when the jump scares are coming, they still scare me.
That's good. That's a good thing, right?
Yes. So good.
Every game, if they're doing it right, you'll remember it for the jump scares. They'll scare you every time. Or if it's like movie quality cinema, it's awesome. Like it's like, here's why I love God of War, and I know it's something that you've seen in the past and I have too, because on PS3 I had the version that came out on PS3 that also included the older games and stuff like that. But the new one, dude, it's unbelievably like a fucking movie because there's no cutscenes. There's literally no. It's like the only game ever where it just goes seamlessly from this to this. There's no black screen,
That's
cut
beautiful.
screen, and then shows another. It's all continuous.
That's beautiful.
And it's done like a fucking movie.
So that's beautiful as fuck. Another amazing game that came out was Metal Gear Solid 2. Like, I love the Metal Gear Solid games. Super good. But Metal Gear Solid 2.
Old school or newer ones? Because I tried one and I'm like,
Yeah.
there's other games that I think that I like a little bit more.
Are you talking like the PlayStation Metal Gear Solid?
Not PlayStation 1. I'm talking like later. Was it on PS3 or 2 or GameCube? No, they didn't have one on GameCube, did they?
No. Metal Gear Solid has strictly either been Sony and just they did
Oh yeah, you're right. Only on Sony. Okay.
but they
But
did-
it was Nintendo back in the day, yo.
the original Metal Gear Solid was on Nintendo, yes.
Sorry to yo you, but you know what I'm saying.
No, you're
Yes.
fine. Yes.
Yes.
The very original was on Nintendo, but when Hideo Kojima redid it and released it
drop.
on PlayStation, Hideo Kojima, probably the greatest video game producer ever in the history of fucking ever. Oh yeah.
I hope the microphone got all that.
Oh, I think it did. Straight up though. Yeah. PlayStation was Metal Gear Solid. Super good game.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2, I think I did my first playthrough ever in like 10 hours, and I think 8 hours of it was fucking video. It was ridiculous. There's so much video. Like, you can do a lot of playing in the game, but if you know exactly what you're doing and go where you're supposed to go and get it done, there's not much gameplay versus actual video of stuff. It's so ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong, gave you a lot of great story, but just too much video, not enough gameplay.
Yeah, that's just it. And that's why, like, so if you're going to do cutscenes, do it in a tasteful, it doesn't distract from the experience of
Yes.
playing the game. I can't wait till we do this Last of Us intro because I feel like your nips are going to get hard. That's all I got to say.
That's amazing.
If we're still on the same page, like I feel we are, when I came back and I was hoping he'd mention the shotgun scene from John Wick 2, Because I'm not kidding. You can check me on that with my family. That is I'm like always like, yes, this is the best part right here.
Here we go. Get ready to get fucked. This shit's so good.
All that other shit in the tunnels didn't mean anything.
Oh, just a reload right there.
And the best part too was when they were like fighting at the end and they were like crashing into the Continental there.
Yes.
And they're like, and then they go to the bar, right? Bourbon, right? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, what was it? Was it gin?
Gin.
He goes, gin. Yeah. And then they just like, that quiet exchange at the bar in there. And then, of course, I can't remember what her name was now, but at, the deaf assassin.
Yes.
Who was the bodyguard for the, I guess, I'll see you later.
Yeah, she was on Orange is the New Black. Is where I remember seeing her, like Ruby Rose or something like that.
You want to know a disappointing thing? Because I know he's going to appreciate this. My brother from another comic mother now. So she's going to be the new female Batman character.
Yes, the new Batgirl.
Which, man...
That's going to be pretty cool, I think.
It's getting some slack though. The trailer, and when I'm kind of like half there because I saw the trailer and it's like half the people's thumbs down that shit, and I watched it and I'm like, yeah, I get it, and
I'm not going to give that any flack because I think she's going to do good. But what I am going to give flack is that twinkling little son of a bitch, Robert Pattinson, getting the Batman role.
That's not true. So if you read an article that followed that up, it said that he's one of the people that are being considered. It got blown out of proportion. So
okay,
just to be clear, a sparkly vampire is not going to be the next Batman yet, but he's in the bucket.
Okay,
he's in the bucket.
All right.
So everybody, you can sleep easy at night. That was quickly followed up with an article that said, you know how they fucking do it today. They blow it out of fucking proportion.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's so good to hear. Thank God.
Yes. So sparkly vampires, no worries for now. It could happen still.
It could. I mean, I'll give him a chance.
No, I won't.
Oh, you're right. I won't.
You know what? Here's the deal. You know what really let me down? Batfleck.
I think Batfleck actually did decent.
Oh my God.
I think he did decent.
We used to be friends.
Not good. He did decent.
Okay.
I think he was a better.
Fine.
I think he was a better Bruce Wayne than a Batman.
Okay. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that.
So, I think he was a better Bruce Wayne than a Batman. Now, not saying he did horrible as Batman, but he definitely could have upped his game a little more. My favorite Batman is still going to be Christian Bale.
God, it is though. I feel like if anybody's gonna, fill a character to completion and really and go, in that kind of scenario, I feel like he did such a good job.
He really did. And if you look at the different eras between all the different Batman movies that have been done, like look at Keaton's, look at Bale's, look at friggin' Affleck's, they're all at different time frames. Batfleck, sorry. If you look at the time frames of all of them, they're at different eras throughout Batman's actual career, So, like, what's really fun is I've really been hoping for, like, the past however many years to see a live-action Under the Red Hood storyline. Batman movie.
Go on.
So they did the animated version of it.
It was on Netflix, wasn't it?
They had it on Netflix for a while, yes. I have the Blu-ray, and it's phenomenal. It's probably one of the better storylines. Hush is, although hands down, tops, and they are also PS finally frigging doing that one. Watch it, read it, do it.
I'm going to rewatch it so I can remember to look that up later.
Yes. But anyways, in the Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice,
go
down to the Batcave, you see the Robin suit.
Of course. At the end of the trilogy, too, I would have much rather seen a Joseph Gordon-Levitt iteration.
So, funny note, this Batman lover cried at the end of The Dark Knight Rises in theaters like a bitch. Oh my God.
That's okay.
It was horrible. Like, all my friends, like, my girlfriend at the time. You remember her.
Yes.
So we were there. My buddy Paul, his wife, Kayla.
Yes.
And our buddy Anthony, he was there with us. We went there to watch that movie, hands down, just because I love Batman.
So I saw it at IMAX in Davenport.
Nice.
At the or not the Adler. What's it called? The
Cinemark or whatever.
whatever the fuck it is, right?
Oh, the IMAX
the museum,
is actually at the
museum.
Putnam. Yeah.
That was at the Putnam.
Yes.
That's where we saw it. That was. I've only seen, by the way, not to cut in front of him because we're going to finish his side of the story. I've only seen probably a handful of movies in movie theaters in the past 10 years. That one was one of them. John Wick 3 in the past month.
Ooh, nice.
And then I saw two movies with the boys. But anyway, so I saw that in the movies as well. IMAX, though. Continue. I almost cried, but I did not cry.
Oh,
I did not cry.
Oh, no. My Batman loving bitch ass cried so hard. And even after it came out on Blu-ray, I think I cried the first 5-6 times at the end. I couldn't hold it back. I cried like a little girl.
I cry at movies like that. Not that one, but there's another one that we already talked about. I've cried at. You I don't know if you can guess which movie it is. We've already kind of talked about and you've talked about.
John Wick. No. Okay. Well, that's.
Oh
good.
wait, yeah.
Oh nope.
I'm a bitch. I cried at the Beagle scene
Okay.
when the dog died.
That's a little sad.
No. Not when the dog died. I think I cried when he got the dog. When she dropped it off,
Yeah.
and he read the card
at the beginning. Yeah.
and he read the card, and he's like, "Fuck."
Yeah. That was some sad shit.
Fuck
That had a cringe.
I had that.
Yeah.
I'll admit that. Okay. It was
Yeah.
also The Matrix. I cried at a certain part like a bitch.
Oh God.
Because I'm a wuss the first time. You know which part I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Which part?
When,
The ultimate, climax part.
Yes, down at the end of was it Revolutions?
No. The first one.
Oh, the first one.
Because I'm a bitch.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Don't ever feel bad.
Wait a minute.
Where do you think it would be in the first one? Where's the ultimate fucking climax where it's like the fucking doors open, shit's real at that point. And think about this at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Friggin'. Is that down in the subway?
Not in the subway.
No.
It's when he fucking gets shot finally. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
When Agent Smith fucking finally gets him, and then
Yep.
you're like, what the fuck? You thought he was the one the whole movie. You were so convinced, right? And then, of course, Trinity's like, you can't be the one. Yeah, or you can't be dead because the Oracle said that,
You are the one.
no, that the one I love is the one, and that's it. And then she kissed him, and then that's when he,
There's the goosebumps in the feels. Yes.
and that's when he came
Now
back
I
to
remember.
life, stood up, and stared right at those motherfuckers and said, what? No.
Bring it.
No, he said no. And he
Yeah.
held up his hand and it stopped like a million fucking bullets. And they basically were like, after he killed Smith, after he jumped into him and it exploded him, the other guy's like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Peace. Oh God.
And I remember that too with Agent Smith when he killed him and exploded at him and he was like flexing and the whole hallway.
Yeah, it
is
just like
this
bulged out and
ripple.
come back in.
Yeah.
That was so fucking cool.
Fucking power right
Oh, my
there.
God.
That's what that is.
Yes.
Yes.
That movie is
That was
so
the
fucking
only
good.
part in all three of those movies that made me cry.
That I can see that. It didn't make me cry, but
I'm
it
a
definitely
sappy bitch.
That's
for,
okay.
For the love stuff,
Yeah, I am too. Favorite rom-com, fact check, here we go. Love Actually.
It's okay.
You haven't fucking seen it, have you?
I haven't, but I know what you're talking about.
You sissy. God, you need to watch it.
So, how are the kids?
They're good sissy pants.
Anyway, so getting back to what were we talking about? I cut him off, which is something
I don't
I'm bad
even
about
remember
doing.
now.
But there's a couple of Keanu Reeves movies that I've cried at scenes.
Hardball was a good one.
I remember, it's just funny, just one more thing. Like, I made Lacey watch John Wick 1, and I don't know if she cried, but I remember her saying, what the fuck, this is how they start the movie? When the dog died, she's like, really?
What kind of douchebag does this?
I'll never forget Lacey saying, what is this shit, you know? They fucking, Like the first 10 minutes is his wife dying and a dog dying.
Oh my god!
Jesus. I'm like, just wait, okay?
Just hold up, honey. You about to see some operating go the fuck down.
Operating for sure.
Yes.
When you take a sledgehammer to the basement, you know shit's going down.
Yes, that's some like Matt Best shit right there, kids.
Holy fuck!
Speaking of Matt Best, if you love coffee, go get that Black Rifle coffee.
Instagram shout out,
Fuck yes.
Charlie Classic.
Oh, fucking Charlie.
Yes,
God, I love Charlie.
he's in their videos too.
Oh yeah, dude. Him, Matt Best, Heather Lynn. Fucking. Have you seen the Matt Best movie? It's got like all of them in it except Charlie, of course. This was.
I have not seen it.
It's called Range 15.
Let me guess. Then they're shooting.
Oh yeah, it's like a total fucking be real fucking zombie apocalypse.
Oh, is it really?
Dude, it's so good.
I want to see it.
It's so cheesy as fuck.
That's
Do you
okay.
have Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Watch it. Go search Range 15. Oh my fucking god. Yes. Like the opening sequence just gets me so pumped. I fucking love Matt Best and all those guys.
So what I'm doing while he's talking about this, I'm actually just looking it up really quick so I can start and save it for later.
Oh yeah. No, at least get through the fucking opening sequence because I love that thing.
What's it called again?
Range 15.
I don't know if I can just type it in here. Range. Yep, in Prime
Range
Video.
15. Oh yeah, right there.
So
Fucking hit that watch now, buddy. Just do it.
just do it.
Just fucking do it.
fucking do it.
Oh my god. This is probably some of the dumbest yet greatest shit you'll ever watch in your life.
I don't remember what the pin is. God damn it. For kids reasons. That's why. There's all because they have access to all this shit too.
Oh no. Reset your pin.
Hold on. Add to watch list. That's what I wanted to do in the first place
There you
anyway.
Oh man. You've gotta watch this movie.
So recently it's added. So recently I watched something else on Prime and I talked about it on a podcast with my friend Eric Whitehead, the gentleman who printed this sweet 3D pic for me during the podcast. He had a 3D printer he brought up. Did you see that one?
I remember seeing the picture of it. I didn't really watch it.
He 3D printed
That's
a
fucking
massive guitar
cool.
pick for me during our podcast. So there's another great show on Amazon Prime that you need to mark down. I see you're on your phone there.
Sorry, the fiance text me.
That's okay. It's important to make sure that the ladies understand what's going on. Is she coming to pick you up?
No, not yet.
Okay. The Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Does that sound familiar?
The Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. This sounds racist as fuck.
Oh, it's pretty fucking weird. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Is this going to be privileged as all hell?
You're gonna love it. Love it. So, this one you may have to rent, but it's totally worth it. Can I give you a little peek of this?
Yeah, go for it.
And Eric Whitehead, if you're watching this podcast, this is because of you. You introduced me to this shit. Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Just watch this trailer. Just for a moment. Can you entertain me?
Oh, this looks fucking beautiful.
Oh, it totally is.
Oh my god, is this like Run Ronnie Run?
Oh, fuck. Soundbar's off. Fucking
What a
time's out.
Goddamn soundbar.
This is the old soundbar in the living room. That's why. Pain in the ass. So you can demonetize me if you want, YouTube, because it'll be copyrighted, but I'm not getting paid for these videos, so it's gonna be down here in the corner.
Oh, Dick House Productions. Fuck yes.
Johnny Knoxville, man.
Yes.
Yep. So you'll just check this out. Shh.
About the reputation of the White family in Boone County and West Virginia.
I wouldn't really want to comment on that.
When you represent whites, you don't know what you're going to get into. Shootings, armed robbery, embezzlement, forgery, burglary fights, things like that.
Yep. This is where we're going. So think coal miner area, right?
Oh my god.
Tap dancing family heritage. The dad or the grandpa original one, he was a tap dancing like champion.
smoked a little crack, honey?
Just a little. You know what those were, right?
Oh,
Oxys. I don't know anything about those. Don't know.
No, she looks friendly.
It was one hell of a night. I just went on a rampage pretty much. Spider-Man, what are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Boom.
Oh, no.
He survived. It tore the fuck out of his face, though. That's the grandpa, I think, is what that is.
Oh.
Maybe not. Maybe he did die. I'm pretty sure it's not him.
If you know what you want people to do.
This was us as kids. Maybe not that, but
Not quite as bad, but yeah.
this would have been us in our 20s. Kind of.
Anyway, so if you want a really good show to watch, you can get it on Amazon. You have to rent it, but it's super awesome. It's like an hour and a half.
Dude, I'm doing it. I'm going to rent this when I get home.
Thank me later kind of thing, right? That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
that'll be.
Oh, yeah. With the range 15, you're welcome as well.
Yes, I will totally watch that. And yes, for sure. Man, look at this. This is why I love this guy. It's like, I haven't seen him in so long. How long has it been? When's the last time I fucking saw you, man?
Oh, like actually seeing Jesus. It's
Legit.
been years, I think.
When's the last time I cupped your titty?
Oh. Last time we went four-wheeling.
Oh, man. Seems like yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, I can still feel the caress of the mechanic's glove around my moob.
Yes. The nice thing is with mechanics gloves, they have a nice,
Felty feel.
It's very felty.
Yes.
So it's very inviting, right? So
Warming.
you want to embrace that feeling. And
Yep.
you can't avoid that feeling.
It makes a chubby guy like me just go,
It does. And you know what though? It is what it is. We're just a little rubs here and there, and
rub and tug.
I just want you to know that I waxed my taint for you today. I knew
Fuck
you were
yes!
coming. And I thought, you know what? This is it. I don't do it very often. I mean, I do it for special occasions. This is a special occasion.
This special occasion means no hair in here. Okay? Hair stays out here, not in here.
You know what I'm bummed about? I actually had a decent beard going, but I had my hair cut this morning.
Yeah.
It's just I do it every so often. It just happened to be this morning, but I actually had a decent beard. Now I feel like I let him down is what I feel like. But the thing is though, when I knew him back in the day, I didn't have any beard.
No. Clean shaven.
I had to.
Clean shaven.
I
Yes,
had to.
He had to because of work.
Exactly.
And it was dumb as fuck.
Because old fucking school values and dumb motherfucking owners of Kriegers. You heard me. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, Doug Krieger. But other than that, though, I loved everybody else that worked there.
True. I miss John Longton.
Oh, Longton.
Dude.
John Longton, if you want to be on the podcast,
Please.
my man.
Dude, I will come do a podcast with you. I
Oh my
miss
God.
the hell out of you, man.
You know what would be great?
My
I thought
God.
about doing this too. And I have my first 2 guest podcast this December. So I'm thinking is that I'm going to move this to the dining room table.
Yeah.
Because, you can have more people at the table. I would love to have more 2 people guest appearances on. It would be so fun. I feel like if I have John Longton on, if you're watching John, I love you like a brother. I would have you on individually first and then maybe have a threesome. Are you into it?
Please say yes.
Exactly.
Please.
I mean, I'll wax my taint for you guys.
Oh,
Kids,
God.
do not Google that.
Don't Google Bean either.
You know what I might do? I might fucking bleep that shit out is what I might do.
Probably.
Just the word taint.
Taint.
I might bleep that out. There's other things I could have said, like I bleached my butthole for him, but that's just too much. So I didn't go there.
That's almost a standard thing for nowadays.
I mean, it really is. But at this point, though, I mean, he's not quite there yet with me. I mean, that takes I mean, we would have to rekindle and it would be, maintenance and catching
All right, so give
up
us half
and-
hour away from the camera. We'll be good.
I mean, yeah, it's just the way it's going at this point. But yeah, okay. So we need to think about what have we talked about so far. And
Oh, geez. We've talked about four-wheeling. We've talked about concerts, my engagement, a little bit about my work.
congratulations again.
Thank
by the way.
you.
Yep.
Thank you very
And
much.
We'll be there. So
Can't
that day.
wait.
Yep.
Can't wait. Be
so-
prepared for a nerdy reception.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, dude, it's going to be awesome.
That's so awesome. I'm so happy for this guy. I really am. There's some people in your lives that you wish two things. And I think I was talking to the rest of my family about this, or Lacey the other night. It's like, there's people in my life I always wished a couple of things would happen. Either A, they got married, or they found somebody that I know that they're truly happy with, and B, they had a kid, whether it's with the person that was right for them or they just had a kid, because that somebody deserves to be a parent, right?
Yeah.
Like, this motherfucker is a great guy. So I knew parent-wise, he's an awesome dad, right? I'm glad that
I
now he's
appreciate
getting married.
that. I really do. Thank you.
No, I mean that too. And I've got other friends. You know who? Barry Lefevre, and I asked Barry to be on, good friend of mine, and I talk to him frequently on occasion here, and he's not wanting to be in front of the camera, which I respect, right?
Yeah.
But he's a guy. Glad he's a parent. Aaron Ricketts, my good friend,
Two
Aaron,
amazing guys in my book.
Aaron Ricketts, my best friend for the longest time. I know I don't talk to you anymore as much because of reasons of your significant other that I don't want to get into on the podcast. I've already said too much. If you're one of those people, then I'm glad you're a parent, and there's certain people I'm glad they've done something
Yes.
that's they deserved in their life because they're awesome for
Oh,
one
yeah.
reason or another. Like you, this guy is the most, if you're around him, here's why I feel privileged to have him here with me and be my friend still, is because not only is he a great guy that could get along with anybody, not everybody, but almost anybody. I can't get
A
along.
fair amount.
Here's the deal, is that nobody can get along with everybody. No matter how hard you try, there's always people I've learned in my life.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't-
Trust me, there's plenty of people that I know when I see them, talk to them, like, no.
But people like him, though, I feel grateful because not only is he somebody that's really cool that he could get along with anybody. I find that it's always fun, and this when you find people in your life that you can share. And it was so awesome. I think the biggest takeaway was the John Wick 2 shotgun, and I was hoping that was it. It just confirmed that he is truly a brother from another mother. He really is. And even though he didn't think of it right away, I was hoping that time where I stepped away, he could think about that.
Well, I knew it was John Wick 2, down in the tunnels. I did say it.
Spoiler alert, a little bit.
Yeah. But it just, that Benelli, when he tips that fucker sideways, slides that shell in and
Dude.
goes, that's...
When they film
Gorgeous.
that shit, they're like, that's the money shot right
Yes,
there.
like
That is
right here.
awesome.
This is the Dolph Ziggler of shots. Nailed it.
Shung, boom. Done. When I saw that the first time, I'm like, what the fuck did I just
Oh,
see?
yeah. No, I would go back to the beginning of that whole series, that sequence, just to be like, we're doing this over again.
Well, the funny
This
thing is,
fucking gorgeous.
too, if I can... I don't know if there's any way to link or share something, but even though in like GoldenEye 64, they didn't reload like that, but
It was close. It was similar.
they had like the extra shells on the outside of the shotgun for like, in the game. And that's what it reminded me of, just having the extra shell or shells on the outside. And oh my God. You know what? Props to fucking Keanu Reeves. You may not be the perfect actor for every scenario, but you're my perfect
You
actor
are my fucking zombie
for
apocalypse
every
leader.
scenario. You know that? I don't watch
Yes.
your other movies, the action ones. I'm sure they're great, but he's my man.
Oh, you got to check some of them out.
Like which ones?
I'll tell you right now, like probably the tops of them would be Hardball.
You said that earlier.
I did.
We didn't get into it.
I did. So Hardball is about, I think it took place in Chicago if I remember right, but it was like inner city, like little league baseball, and it was just really good. I can't remember specifics completely, but I would definitely say that's probably one of his better non-action movies.
Hardball. So I'm gonna look back at this and remember to check that out.
Yes.
I do a lot with my hands here. I just fund it with a wide angle camera just to do that with
Stop. Go.
Boom. Here's the deal. This is so much fun just hanging out with this guy. I feel like this is so natural just being with him, and I miss seeing this guy.
Oh, I've
And
missed you, brother. That's
miss
for
you
damn
too.
sure.
I haven't forgotten about you. It's just, like we said, life takes us places,
Oh,
right?
God, yeah.
It does. And for the most part, we're still the same people. We may move and change certain parts of our lives, but we're still the same person. And it's always good to have somebody you can appreciate as a good human being. And this guy, and you know what? He's a hardworking family man who's about ready to get married, and he's got his heart in the right places. And you know what? He cries at movies sometimes, and every man does. Every man, if you don't admit it, you're a fucking bitch.
Fucking rub some dirt in it,
Fucking
Sally.
bitch.
Quit being a
You know what?
snowflake
You
and
fucking
fuck cry
bitch.
it out.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a tidbit because we got a little bit more time here. And by the way, we got all the time in the world that you want, and I want you to know this. I usually don't talk about politics, but I know you're pretty outspoken when it comes to certain aspects. When I see like things on Twitter or occasionally, or I know you,
Trump 2020.
and
Sorry,
that's
had to
fine.
do it.
Here's the deal. I want to just disclose one thing because I want to let him talk a little bit freely about this because we got all the time in the world. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Shit, there's still like 2.5 hours of record time. So
Holy fuck.
I'm not saying we're going to need that much because it's a 128 gigabyte card, but I'm just saying,
Wow.
yeah.
That's pretty big.
Well, the problem was a 64 gigabyte card only held like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. It wasn't enough, so I had to get more. So I want to be clear, disclaimer, I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton because she's you know what she reminds me of? My evil fucking bitch of a stepmother. I don't care if she's watching this because she's a cunt. I'm not going to censor that. Yeah, thank you. My brother,
Oh, no.
my
You're
brother.
welcome.
Thank you. And then the last thing is I didn't vote for Trump, not because I didn't believe in him as a person or anything because of that situation. Again, I didn't vote for either side, but I want to know, it's like, tell me a few things about you. You're a union worker, right? So great man here, steel union worker, works his fucking ass off for America. Right? I do.
I work 12-hour swing shift. It's not easy. Anybody could work a 12-hour swing, but doing what we do, not everybody can do it. It's not for everybody. And that's not a big thing. If you want to do it, try it. If you do it, awesome. If not, whatever, no big deal. I've seen plenty of people come and go in that place already in the 4 years I've been there.
I can only imagine.
And granted, 11 and a half months of it, I was laid off. And that was during the end of President Obama's term, his second term.
Sure.
The economy went back down. A lot of steel mills laid off a lot of workers.
They did. I don't know this. So, yeah.
I
learned.
A lot of tariffs and a lot of policies he had in place were hurting the steel market in the United States. And President Trump, one of his big things he pushed was get the steel workers back to work.
And it worked.
And I'll tell you what, like that was a big thing for me, as well as a lot of other fellow coworkers of mine, was like Trump saying, hey, if I get in, I'm getting the steel workers back to work. We're going to open these plants back up. And there's been a lot of plants open back up. There's been a lot of companies that have been able to profit from the steel industry ramping back up and be able to break ground or get ready to break ground for some new mills to get built.
New mills.
And
new mills.
Yeah, new plants being built.
Can I ask you a question? Just because I'm dumb as fuck when it comes to this stuff.
Fine.
So, like, let's say Gerdau, SSAB, and what's another one?
So there's a couple others like Nucor, U.S. Steel, like some of the bigger names.
I think I've heard of U.S. Steel. So, like, new companies or the same companies producing more plants?
Same companies building more plants. Like
I don't know anything about this, so I'm
I-
asking.
I'm not for sure like which companies. I think Nucor's building 1 or 2. U.S. Steel for sure has a couple more getting ready to go into
in this area or where?
No, all across the country.
Okay, sure.
I know there's one getting ready to either start getting built or is already being built down in Florida, down by Orlando, I think. There's another one that's going to get started down in Kentucky. Neither of those are Gerdau mills. Gerdau, I feel, is just focusing on the ones they have, trying to just make them even better. Trying to put the money into them, let them keep producing. But either way, the steel market has jumped immensely ever since President Trump got in and started getting all these new policies put in place. And that's what allowed our company to bring the laid off employees back.
Like yourself, you're saying?
Yes. Now, granted, everybody that got laid off didn't take the call back. They found other ventures to go with, and that's not a big deal. Like, hey, more power to you. But I love what I do. You know me. I worked at Hahn for a long time.
This man painted fucking filing cabinets like it's nobody's business.
I tried.
He told me about it. Yep.
Oh, yeah. But I've worked around the steel products most of my adult life.
Hahn, by the way, for those, because let's face it, there's people that watch this podcast, believe it or not, outside of the Quad Cities. Hahn is a company that makes office products, office furniture,
like
filing cabinets.
Chairs is the big one. Chairs is a big thing that Hahn produces.
Dividers, desks.
Cubicle materials.
See this desk?
Mm-hmm. This is Hahn.
These chairs.
This is Hahn.
Links below, maybe if I'm motivated to find links for the products.
If you want to get office furniture, hands down, Hahn's number one.
It's all Hahn stuff we're using for this, by the way. I never plug Hahn, but by the way, Hahn, if you want to sponsor the podcast, a little cash for some
former employee,
a little
repping you.
A little sponsorship for some scotch would go a long way.
I know I'm calling it Glengoolie, but that's because of Archer. So H. John Benjamin, if you out there, I love you.
Yes. So I was watching with Lacey recently, and we're getting off your steel mill thing. We were watching something where John H. Benjamin, right?
H. John Benjamin.
H. John Benjamin. I'm drunk. So he was on something, and Lacey loves Bob's Burgers, which I do too.
Bob's
of
Burgers,
course,
good stuff. Yes.
And which is, of course, if you don't know Archer, and by the way, we never talked about this, but I made Lacey watch Archer season 1 through
fucking 7 or 8, I think.
I mean, we jumped around a little bit because we were watching other shows too. Like, we didn't even get to South Park tonight, but I was going to talk about a couple things about that.
South Park.
But yeah, I've made Lacey watch the important first at least handful of seasons. And there's a new one coming out soon.
Nice.
Which she even brought up to me. She's like, "Do you see that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to see that shit for sure."
God.
You want ants? That's how you get ants. That's something that we usually joke about. Is
this what we do, Other Barry? Yes, this is what we do.
So Archer and that voice actor, I don't even know what we were talking about just a second ago.
I think we were talking about the steel industry.
Yes,
a little.
continue with that. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, I got laid off May of 2016, called back April of 2017, 11 and a half months off. It was sucked. I got unemployment, found a job, worked for a while.
What'd you do? Just out of curiosity.
Actually, I went to work for Wilton Precision Steel over in Wilton, not too far from the Gerdau plant. Just another, they actually bought steel from a lot of different steel mills.
Scrap?
No. Wilton Precision Steel. What they do is
scrap though. I'm saying they didn't buy scrap.
No, they actually bought like finished product, and what they do is they take it and they'll run it through dies. They'll lengthen it and strengthen it and cut it into different lengths or whatever, depending on what product, whether it be rounds or flats or whatever it may be, and they ship those off to customers. So like some customers will buy the steel directly from the mills like Gerdau, and some of those are anywhere from 16 foot up to 50 foot long. If you buy it from places like Wilton Precision Steel, where they do certain processes to the steel, and they'll cut it down to even shorter lengths if you want it. You buy it from people like that. So 2 different types of processes in the steel industry, but both really interesting to me. So I worked there for a little while. Not a bad place. A lot of really good people. That's the one thing I found about the steel industry is the people you work with, they're good, hard-working people. They'll bust their butts, go in every day. You won't find many other good people like that around. So, and that's why I love what I do, is because everybody I work with makes it fun. Yeah, we have our days where they're shitty days. Everybody gets pissy. But you know what? We're there to help each other out. We're there as a team, and we're there to bust ass and make steel.
Family. That's
right.
Making steel.
Oh, yeah. It's a work family. If you ain't got that where you work, find a new fucking job. Hands down. So, this one, that's for steel workers. Bring it in.
Thanks for everything you do, man.
Hey, thank you, brother.
I'm going to keep sweeping floors at McDonald's is what I'm going to do.
Shh. No, you're not.
Shh. Anyway. Holy cow, man. Have we talked about a lot of stuff or what?
We've talked about a couple things. I will say, Ed's talked about how, he's happy to have me in his life.
Yeah.
And you know what? I appreciate that.
I'm
really
sincere, too. If you look back at all my podcasts, no offense to all my other guests, I gush for this guy because there's something about this guy. I mean, I'll cup his titty any day, but I'm just saying he's legit a good man.
And I appreciate that. And, he still says this, even though I swear to God, this guy has seen me through probably some of the darkest times in my life. Hands down.
Everybody goes through dark times, man.
They do.
I
had some rough shit going on there for a while. It definitely wasn't me, but
everybody has to deal with life as it comes at them, and you make the most of it, you move on, and because of that, you come out no matter which side you are on it. And look at this guy. I'm going to go to his wedding soon. He's going to be married. You've never been married, right?
Nope.
His first marriage. Sip.
Little dribble shit. Oh, no.
The good news is the beer is going to catch it.
That's right. Kids, it's also called a flavor saver.
Flavor fucking saver. Don't Google that either. Hopefully the microphone didn't catch that.
Oh, God.
Am I going to have to end up bleeping half the shit on this?
Fuck, I hope not.
Oh. Woo! Flavor savers and taint. Don't Google that shit at all. Don't do it.
God, I hope this makes it onto the finished product.
Be innocent. I'm going to tell you a couple things about these podcasts. You ready for this?
Yes.
Never edited any portion out of any podcast.
Fuck yes.
You know what I have done, though, to edit? There was one podcast because the guy had a young daughter that he knew would watch it. So he said, can you please bleep out the curse words?
Hey.
And I did.
That's cool. That's
Other
respect.
than that, none of these are edited. This shit is on YouTube forever.
Like Squints. Forever.
Fucking Sandlot. You kids don't even know.
Oh, but you should. My kids know about it.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I've made the boys watch it too.
Oh, dude, I've had the kids watch the classics. Sandlot, Goonies, fucking Magic School Bus. Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, I'm not talking Bob Marley shit here.
Reading Rainbow?
Oh, Reading Rainbow. God.
Reading Rainbow.
So Courtney is a big country music fan.
Oh, fucking Lacey is too.
God,
sorry, Lacey, but you fucking are. Jesus Christ.
So I've always.
It's okay though. By the way, nothing wrong with that. Like being gay, there's nothing wrong with country music.
Luke Bryan.
Yes, I got a story about that too.
Oh
but
my
keep
God.
going. Yeah.
So Courtney's always been a huge country music fan. Nothing wrong with it. I've liked some country. She's gotten me into it a little bit more. Going to my first country music concert here in the next couple months, I think, if I remember right. Don't do this. Hold it in. Hold it.
I've been to a country
At least I'm not
concert.
going to see fucking Nickelback.
I haven't seen fucking Nickelback.
I know.
And I never will.
I know. Courtney loves Nickelback. I know.
Educate her.
I've tried. They fucking call it rock and roll. And I'm like, this isn't rock and roll. This is pre-cum. This is shit.
Yes, it is.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
continue. So which country artist are you going to go see?
So
Tell me.
I
Tell the
can't-
cameras.
I don't remember.
That's how important country music is.
Oh, she's
That's
gonna
how-
punch me in the throat for this one. I swear.
Fucking donkey punch the shit out of you, you motherfucker! You know what I'm talking about. Donkey punch.
Oh my god!
You remember that?
Hit him on the back of the head with a microwave.
Boom. Open that shit up. Don't Google that, kids.
Oh my god!
So there's a few things we can get into at this point.
Oh, this is precious.
Is there 3 things now the kids shouldn't look up? Donkey punching,
Taints.
taints, and what was the last one?
Flick the bean.
Don't flick the bean. Don't look that up. It's
Yes,
not
don't
worth
look it up.
Don't look it up because you're
Do what we had to do. Learn it.
and own it. Fucking own it. Fucking own it and love it. Smell it. What the fuck is going on right now? We gotta end this shit before it gets out of control.
This is a fucking Kevin Smith tribute right now.
What the fuck? How long have we been doing this now?
I don't know. A couple hours at least.
We've been doing this a couple hours. That's okay. But, so
Oh man. This Glengoolie is amazing, by the way.
you know what's
Love
funny?
it.
When they were talking about that on the show, I was looking it up like, can I buy this shit? I'm like, no, I can't.
No, but you can buy the stickers.
The sticker, that's it.
Yes.
But you can't buy the actual liquor.
No.
I was like convinced. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. No, I looked that shit up too forever ago. I was like, oh my god, do they actually like make Glengoolie?
Could they have not made a killing off that shit if they made their own?
Oh, I bet they could. I bet they would make millions. Just because of nerds like us.
You know what the deal is? Here's a good way to end this for the night because we've had a lot of fun. And I got to get this guy to play that game with me before he gets picked up. And I want to tell you this is that millions, right? We're never going to win the lottery.
No.
We're not because we don't play. But you know what, though?
We have responsibilities.
But more importantly, though, we have dreams and children. Mm-hmm. The ones that are watching out there that don't know what the fuck VHS and flip phones are.
Losers.
You need to
said
make
it.
sure and what do they need to do? Not play the lottery, but they need to chase their dreams. Is that the right thing to go with?
That sounds responsible as fuck right now.
Flick the bean, and you know what? Life will just fall into place.
Fucking own that shit.
Own it.
Be the
Smell it.
click commander.
You know what? I'm going to drink. Mm-hmm. Here's the deal. We need everybody, all you responsible people on the titty committee. If you can join us on the titty committee, that's all we want. You got to be a responsible adult.
Yep.
You got to care for the ones you love because you know they could be gone tomorrow.
They could be.
Here's the final thought. Here's the Jerry Springer final thought.
Oh, fuck.
Can I get this camera? I don't know if you can see me. Let me.
Take it. Do you want
Here's
to
the
slide
deal.
back?
You can leave your glass there. Get in there. Cuddle
Okay,
in.
okay.
Cuddle in. So here's the deal. Love the ones that are in your life because you know what? They could be gone tomorrow. It's very rare in our lives that we have an opportunity to truly be with somebody and be happy with the person that loves you in return. So cherish every moment of your life and embrace the friends and all the moments in between. And you know what? Wax your taint for special occasions.
Yes. Nobody likes a hairy taint.
Don't Google it.
Nobody.
Don't Google it because nobody wants to lick a hairy taint. You know what? They don't want that. They don't want that.
No. No. All right, fine. I'll be a man. No. I've dropped a Jolly Rancher on the floor before. I picked it up, had a hair on it. I went to town. Honey, dropped them panties.
Here's the deal. You know what? You gotta earn it. You gotta eat it. You gotta love it. And on that note, my good friend here, Captain Billy Bob, Robert Steinbeck, Bob Steinbeck, he's truly one of the few people that I can honestly say if I had a highlight reel in my life, this man would be definitely, he'd be up there. Because you know what? People like this in your life, you have to appreciate. Don't give in to the fake motherfuckers in your life. Find somebody who you can really, you can really relate to. Don't give in to anything else in this world. What do you have to say leading out?
Yeah, hands down. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that just want to be in your life because, oh, hey, it's a friend. I could say I've got another friend. Nah. You know the ones. Hands down.
Oh, everybody
This
knows
guy.
the ones.
This guy.
This
Right
guy,
here.
this motherfucker, boom, right here.
This guy, no matter what, hands down. Ready for this. Other than my dad and my brother and my son. First dude, one of two other dudes in my life, besides family, that I've ever told I love him.
I love you, brother.
I love you, brother.
I love you.
Love you too.
Man, it was so good to have him on because I haven't seen him in forever. When I saw him when he walked in the door, I never talk about this on my other podcast because I see some other podcast guests I haven't seen in a long time. Like, oh, it's good to see you. But first thing, man, wrap around.
Gotta get that hug.
I mean,
Hug it out.
Yeah, I wanted to squeeze his ass, but I didn't.
I think it's because Courtney was watching.
She was, and with the fiance watching is really awkward. At the same time, you've seen through this is that I've known this guy for so long, and there's a handful of people in my life that I would ever consider as being close friends, and I'm just glad I got to see you again. I really am.
Dude, hands down.
I really am.
I've been looking forward to this ever since we planned it months ago.
I am too.
Like,
I was too.
I would see the reminder on my calendar, like
Would
when I
you?
would scroll
Yeah.
through, and I'm just like, I can't fucking wait.
yeah.
This is gonna be fucking epic.
Did you have fun?
Oh, this is a blast.
We're gonna fucking do it again because
Damn right.
I feel like next time. So, you know what I might do before the John Longton and you situation? I'm gonna
Oh God, if that happens, I'm gonna be so happy.
I'm gonna get Longton.
I'll tell you what is so fun but sad to see on like almost every day is when you drive by John's old house. Like, you know his house. Like, it was beautiful.
Now it's an
gorgeous.
ex-Kent house. Yeah.
Yes. So like literally John Longton's old house in Muscatine, Iowa.
I've been there. Yes.
Yes, it's a beautiful house.
Beautiful.
Absolutely phenomenal. So probably the greatest house on that street, probably in town, in my eyes. I've always loved that house. But when he had to sell it, or they sold it for whatever, sad
Divorce.
fucking day.
Divorce.
That kind of thing happens.
It does. I've been there. You will not be there.
I hope to God not.
No.
I will die a fucking widow if I have to. No, I will die way before Courtney does. Probably because of my job.
I feel like I'm going to die because of my health before anybody else does in my family. But
Well, I mean,
that's for.
I think if I throw my body into shock because of dropping bacon from my life, that could happen. But that's not going to happen to this guy.
There's a lot of stuff that we could talk about, health-related reasons why, and then some of you know already about me, but I don't tell everybody, so I don't want to get on. I don't want to talk about it here. So,
Yeah, it's sad.
life is sad sometimes. But you know what though, John Longton, you're a great guy. You know who introduced me to not cigars, but really got me into cigars?
John.
Fucking John Longton.
John. Them
You the
Cubans.
man.
Them fucking Cubans.
Yes. So there's a humidor behind Billy Bob. There's a closet behind him.
Right over here.
John Longton's old humidor is in my closet.
You still have that? Oh, thank God.
It's still in that. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
It doesn't close right, but it's in there.
Oh, that's awesome. Like, I remember when you got it.
Yes, you do.
Yes, that was
Oh
awesome.
my God. That's awesome.
Fuck yes.
Of course, now I got a new one over there that I use, but
That's a beautiful one, by the way.
I can't wait to smoke a cigar with him someday too. Again,
Dude, you remember when you first started really smoking cigars? You used to drink like fucking Dr. Pepper with them. Dude, like Ed's ultimate fucking pairing was a cigar.
Oh my
It doesn't
God.
matter what it was, like Cohiba,
He's right.
fucking Helix.
He's fucking
It doesn't
right.
matter what it was. It was
Oh my
paired
God.
with a Dr. Pepper.
Whoa.
Always.
How do you remember that,
Dude, I remember the dumbest, weirdest things ever.
So
It's so dumb.
So when I used to smoke cigars when I was starting, it was Dr. Pepper through and through because I'm like, oh, this combination is so good. And I honestly liked it.
Not going to lie, it was actually not bad.
Because 23 flavors? Is it 21 or 23 flavors? in Dr. Pepper?
23, I believe it was.
So
Oh, timeout. Quick interjection on this amount of flavors in a fucking soda pop.
Go for
Here you
it.
go. I love Mountain Dew. My favorite flavor of Mountain Dew is Baja Blast, which Taco Bell, throw in a drop. Love Taco Bell still. to
name
this day.
drop, name
Yes.
drop. Yes.
So Mountain Dew came out with this Liberty Brew. Have you obviously haven't heard of it. Okay, so a couple years ago they did the Dew SA, which was Whiteout, Code Red, and Voltage mixed together. It was purple and it was fucking phenomenal. Okay, I bought the shit out of it.
Are you fucking kidding
So
me?
this year they come up with the Mountain
You're
Dew
fucking kidding me.
Liberty Brew. Okay,
USA.
so Dew SA right there. It was Code Red, Whiteout, and Voltage.
I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to screen record this. Give me 1 second.
Boom.
USA.
Yes, Dew SA. Probably one of the greatest flavors next to Baja Blast. It'll be down here. Okay.
Down here.
Boop. All right. Anyways, so Dew SA, amazing. So this new one, Liberty Brew, look that shit up real quick. So Liberty Brew, that's that crap right over there on the far right. Yeah. All right. So we're going to throw this up.
Somebody really throw the shit in like a fucking wine glass or an IPA sniffer? Or
Yeah,
what is that?
obviously some loser did. Okay,
Oh,
so
wait, which one do I go to?
and just click on one of them. All right,
This is comparing it to a fucking bomb pop.
it tastes nothing like a bomb pop. Trust me, kids.
What does
nothing.
it taste? Kids,
All
don't.
right, so it says
Don't.
Mountain Dew Liberty Brew 50 flavors. Okay, 50 flavors. My fucking dickhole. This thing tastes like Mountain Dew Voltage. That's all it tastes like. If you've ever had Mountain Dew Voltage,
I remember Voltage, but I don't.
okay.
Let's look
So
it up.
they still do it. It's the blue Mountain Dew. That's what it friggin' tastes like. That's all the Liberty Brew tastes like, and it is stupid. The only thing different, honestly, is the fucking label.
It's the same taste.
Literally, it's the same taste to me. It might taste different to other people, but
It's like ice. It's like a glacier Gatorade or
yeah,
something.
pretty much. Glacial blue. Like, fuck you. You know? It's horrible. Bring me Dew SA.
Bring us the dew.
Well, here's my Mountain Dew. Gotta hit the mic, sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
So,
Own the mic. You got it. So here's the deal. He brought
you,
some.
Mike.
He brought some Mountain Dews. Look at this wide angle view.
so
Look at this.
Mountain Dew. You can't ever go wrong with Mountain Dew. Okay? Classic. My favorite Mountain Dew flavor is Baja Blast. Best ever. Love it. We'll go after that regular, then we'll go Code Red, Livewire. Good stuff. All right.
We're almost done. We got at least a little more toast with Mountain Dew in the background here.
Okay.
Go for it. Toast.
Toast. There you go.
I think I bumped my fucking lip on this fucking microphone earlier. Fuck, it's like swollen up or some shit.
Oh, you'll be okay, little buddy.
Little buddy.
Little
I'm gonna
buddy.
tell you this. Here's the deal. This little buddy next to me, he's the brother from another mother, a distant mother that I love so much. Here's the deal. It's like catching up with him makes me wish that I didn't not see him for the past. God, how many years has it
It's
been?
been forever. I think the last time we really did anything, maybe other than a concert, was when we went to Burlington to deliver that truck. Remember when I lived in Grandview?
So we went to
Or we picked up a truck.
we picked up a truck.
Yeah, because you stopped by Grandview, picked me up. We drove the S10 to Burlington, and then we picked up dude's truck and drove it back to Muscatine.
Yep. For something I did on the vehicle or sold on the vehicle.
Yeah.
Like undercoating or some shit like
Something
that.
like that, yeah. So
This guy right here, we worked in detail. Man, I remember spraying undercoating. Remember Kyle?
oh yeah, I remember Kyle.
Do you keep in touch with him?
No,
I wonder where he's at.
I feel kind of bad. Kyle was a good dude.
He was the best dude. I feel like my lip is fucking swollen after I hit myself with it earlier.
You're good.
I'm good?
You're good.
All right.
Maybe a little bit.
I can feel it.
Yeah,
It fucking,
you can see a bump.
I fucking smacked my fucking head.
We're
with
trying
it.
to make out with it, weirdo.
Don't eat the microphone. What was Kyle's last name? Do you remember?
I do not remember.
Can we social stalk him right now?
Oh, let's play the weird, crazy ex-girlfriend. Yes. Sweet Jeebus.
Kyle, what?
Yeah, fuck. Silly, slappy, swami, Samsonite.
Maybe this is best left for another day.
This could be. God, I really don't even know.
I can't believe it's almost that time. You know, we've been doing this for a while. I feel like this could be the longest podcast I've ever done. I've said that before, drunkenly.
That's awesome.
I could be saying this. But you know what? I feel like there's so much we haven't even talked about.
Oh, God.
Here's the deal. I'm going to take this offline. We're going to add some more ice to our drink, finish off this bottle of Glenfiddich 12, and we're going to play
Glengoolie.
we're going to play the last of Us intro. And I'm going to open his eyes.
We're going to do this. I'm going to get just the tip
Just the tip.
right in there.
I'm going to make him play it. I'm not even going to play it. I'm going to make him play it.
Ooh.
And
My hands are getting clammy.
I almost feel like I need to do like a reaction video on my phone. I feel like I need to record him or take the camera out and do a recording.
See, now I actually just started doing another playthrough of Batman Arkham Knight recently.
I played through that, just to be clear, on PS4.
So good.
Love that game.
Did you play either Arkham Asylum or City?
Arkham Asylum.
Yes. So the Arkham games, throw out Origins because that was a pile of shit that wasn't made by Rocksteady. Hands down, the Arkham series, great games. So beautiful. And I kind of want to stop playing Arkham Knight and just go back to Asylum and do all three straight through just because I love the storyline. Storyline, kids, is where video games get their fucking history.
You kids and your fucking Fortnite.
Yes. Play a game for the story.
Sorry.
See? He fucking gets it.
I get emotional sometimes.
Yep.
I get emotional.
It's okay.
You know what I like doing? Putting my hand up like this. Mm-hmm. Put your hand
Yep.
up like this.
Yeah.
That'll be the still frame for this this podcast.
Yes. Nailed it. I want a
Nailed
shot
it.
of that.
I'll send it to you.
Send it on my Deadpool iPhone X with my unicorn pop out. Whoop, whoop. Real men love unicorns.
Real men cry.
That too.
Beagle scenes and the Matrix at the end of the movie.
Don't forget about Dark Knight Rises.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking epic. And I feel like opposite of what you were saying. I didn't cry, but I felt like I was gonna cry.
Nope, I cried like a girl. Hands down. Like,
What are you
there's no
saying?
getting away from
What
it.
are you saying?
I'm sorry, it backdrafted me.
Can we do 2 endings to 2 movies, or 2 parts of 2 movies, and we're done for the night?
Okay.
Okay. Let's do Matrix 1.
Oh my god, is that Burt fucking Kreischer?
Yeah, I fucking love
Oh
him.
my dude, that's who me and Courtney saw. Our first live comedy show ever was Burt Kreischer.
Did you really?
Fuck yes.
I haven't seen him, but I want to.
Dude, it's so good. You can watch the Russian mafia story online so many times. It is still amazing in person. So good.
So I recently, Joe Rogan, I watched Joe Rogan. Okay,
Good stuff.
Can I share something with you? I'm fucking drunk. Drunk. I want to tell you one thing. The reason why this podcast happens and you're number 22, you know why? Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Because I watch this podcast with all these guests. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do this whole thing and have, I want to do something like this and have friends over and bullshit. And,
Fuck yeah.
And Joe Rogan, thank you. But you know what? The recent Sober October preview, did you watch that one yet? It came out recently. They were previewing their upcoming Sober October. What are we going to do? Him and Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura and Ari Shaffir.
Nice.
They've done it for the past 3 years.
Okay.
And Joe Rogan's such a dick when he's on mushrooms. He's like making fun of Bert Kreischer because he's fat and stuff. I'm like, you know what?
Like, who gives a fuck?
He's just being a douche because he's always on HGH and all these fucking like hormone fucking things. And
He went UFC.
Bert Kreischer is fun as fuck.
Dude. Hands down.
Hold on 1 second. Just really quick. 'Cause I'm drunk. I got to tell you this, okay? So All Things Comedy. Have you ever seen any of those videos with Bert Kreischer where they cook stuff?
Yes.
This is the best thing ever.
Oh God, here we go.
And I'm not gonna get too deep in this, but Something's Burning is Bert Kreischer's show on this All Things Comedy, and they just make stuff. And Bert Kreischer's like he's the guy that does all the cooking, and all the people, the guests are like making fun of what's going on and stuff. It is hilarious. Bert Kreischer, you know what? You're never going to see this podcast ever.
Oh, I hope you do, because Bert Kreischer, you are one of my fucking heroes.
You're one of my fucking favorites. I want you to know, don't let Joe Rogan push you around like a dick because he's got a small penis. Just fucking do your thing.
Don't get me wrong. I like Joe Rogan to a point, but
I do.
Homeboy's got a point.
He does.
Joe Rogan, lay off the fucking date rape drugs.
Exactly, because you know what?
You are not a UFC fighter.
Here's the thing. Yeah, Joe Rogan's like a douche, and he's like, oh, when he's on mushrooms on this Sober October preview, he's like, oh, Bert, you're so fat, you got to change your life. So I'm like, fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you. Nobody's on fucking all these chemicals and drugs all the time like you are and stuff. This man is doing his thing and living his life and having fun.
Yeah.
He's laughing. You're not fucking laughing. You're being too serious. Joe Rogan has some great podcasts with some great guests. Great guests here. Fucking Captain Billy Bob. But you know what? You need to fucking appreciate people like that too, because people like that, they're good people. They're great people.
We can be.
No, you are. And you know what? I feel like
I appreciate this.
I feel like we all are in our own rights. Everybody's different in their own reasons. You got to fucking appreciate people for who they are inside.
That's right.
Fucking inside.
It's under your skin.
Here's the send off for the night. Are you ready for this?
Lay it on me.
Because at this point, you know what? We've done our thing. Robert Steinbeck has been kind enough to come over, hang out, have a bottle of Glenfiddich 12-year single malt scotch with me. Speyside.
Bring it up.
He's fallen behind, but it's okay. He'll catch up.
I'm still more of a beer guy. It's okay. This is beautiful stuff.
It is.
Love it.
Isn't it awesome?
I really do love it. It's good stuff.
You'll wake up tomorrow. I've had other podcast guests who are like, yeah, I woke up, I didn't even feel bad. Yeah, that's right, because it's fucking scotch.
This is fucking amazing. Dude, speaking of scotch, real fast, before you do the set off, my brother, you remember my brother? I know you met him a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
From
he's now...
Wapello or...
No, New Boston.
New Boston. Where's your brother-in-law? Where's he from? Not brother-in-law. God damn it. Who is he?
Oh, Bobby?
Bobby.
Yeah, he was from Grandview. He's living in Muscatine.
Grandview.
No, my actual brother.
He was out at the house in Illinois City. We were
Yeah, we brought him out. Well, Bobby came out a couple times. I brought Daryl out a couple times. So my brother, who's 13 years younger than me, is now a cop.
And where?
Over in Aledo.
No shit.
Yeah. My brother is now a cop, which is super amazing. So proud of him. This dude makes me proud every day. And it's like thinking back to when we first met and started hanging out and doing all the dumb shit we do. I was like, my brother could arrest us for half the shit we did back in the day. Yep. My brother could be arresting us.
Not here in Durant.
No, not here.
Not here in Durant,
No.
motherfucker. I love you.
I love you too, bro.
Rick and Morty, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
You love Rick and Morty?
Rick and fucking Morty.
Pickle Rick.
Whoop, whoop.
Here's the deal. I'm going to have this motherfucker back because
Oh, yeah.
he's like, I'm so glad he's out here. I feel like I'm gushing over this guy because he's my Bert Kreischer.
Oh, I'm your Russian mob boss.
He's so cute, and I love him to death. He is. He's a good guy. I want to tell you this, everybody. Billy Bob, Captain Billy Bob, Robert Steinbeck, Bob Steinbeck, whatever you want to call him, I'm so proud to be his friend.
Thank you, brother. Thank
I
you.
haven't seen him in a long time, but just being, as soon as I saw him when he opened the door earlier, no offense to any of my podcast guests in the past, but I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I've had those moments with other podcast guests, but seeing him, it's like he really, if you've been with somebody in the past for a significant amount of time, spent a lot of time with somebody, and we revisited those pictures and those, those times, and there's so much we didn't even revisit. There's so many moments.
Oh, God.
There's so many moments we didn't revisit. This guy he's the man. And I hope that, can I say one thing?
Go for it.
I hope that everybody that's watching this has somebody in their lives that they can cherish and be happy that somebody is that great of an influence in your life.
Damn straight. Everybody's got that person, and
he truly is. And I hope he understands this. He may not, or he may understand this now, but I hope he understands this, that I really care about you, man.
I love you, brother.
I love
Bring
you
it
too,
in.
man.
Right here. That's brothers. Right there. Damn right.
So on that note, this is episode 22. 22 of fucking Ed Madison, a fucking podcast project. And we're going to upload this shit, and I hope you watch all of it, because you know what? Sometimes and every time it matters. I don't want to downgrade anybody else.
No. Every podcast is worth watching. Everybody he has up here. I'm going to throw down probably one of our close friends right now, Brian Koopman. Coop. You know I miss you, and I'm just as proud of you and everything you've done as I am of this guy right here.
So Coop's getting married
Holy shit, that's right. He is getting married too.
next year.
I knew he was getting married.
Later this year. Here's the deal. You know what would be more fun? No offense, John Longton. You know what would be more fun?
All three of us, and we need to acoustically play fucking Chevelle all the goddamn time. Yes. You know what I'm talking about.
You know what? Coop's been telling me, let's get together and do a podcast. I just got to find a time for it. I'm booked out. So here's the fun thing. My podcast, I don't make money on this. I just do it for the fun of it.
Yeah.
I've got guests all the way through the end of the year.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Super proud of you. Right here.
But I'm going to get this motherfucker back, whether it's, if I can squeeze him in before the end
So
of the year or
either
next year.
you do like me and John, or you could do me and Coop.
Those are the two options.
That sounds like a good fucking time.
They don't know who John Longton is yet.
No, because John Longton,
He hasn't been
hands
on.
down, one of my favorite dudes from Krieger's.
He's my favorite fucking sales manager ever. Yes.
John and Ed, my two favorite guys from Krieger's, hands down. John Longton's a good dude.
He's a great dude.
Yes. hands down.
His old house in Muscatine. This is a sore subject, I feel like.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's sad. It's still a beautiful house, I'm glad Gage Kent paid for his ex-wife to have beautiful additions put onto it with the matching brick.
Name drop. Gage Kent. You
Gage
want to be on the
Kent,
podcast?
GBC.
You want to be on the podcast, Gage Kent?
Gage Kent don't want to be on the fucking podcast because he hates unions. Fucking bitch.
Does he really?
God, dude, he locked the union out years ago.
He's not going to
That's
be on the
right.
podcast.
Because unions are good. Unions are for the workers.
What was this, like the...
That's the fucking Dane Cook Sufi, buddy.
I figured that's what it was.
That's
you
right.
motherfucker.
You know it. Yeah.
My motherfucking friend here, he's my motherfucking friend. Don't you ever fucking forget it. Nobody's going to be watching at this point of the podcast.
Oh, I hope to God they are.
I hope they are because this is my motherfucking friend. Robert Steinbeck. Steinbeck.
Okay, we got to sign off. This dude is drunk now.
Drunk
This
as
is
fuck.
funny.
Drunk as fuck. Pickle Rick, motherfucker. Woo woo. Here's the deal. We're about ready to sign off. And you know what? The next podcast guest I have is going to be on two. Can I give a shout out
Go
to
for
two?
it. Go for it, buddy.
2 Saturdays from now. I don't do Saturdays usually, but my good friend Joshua Fox, he's going to be on, and we're gonna do some. We're gonna have a good podcast, talk music. He's a musician, and
Hell yeah.
In the meantime, though, I feel like we didn't even talk about enough game stuff.
Oh, we'll do it on the next one. More music, more games.
Leave a comment below. Tell them.
You tell us which games you want us to talk about and or possibly play.
Here's the deal. I think that even though I didn't do a Resident Evil 2 podcast with my friend it didn't work out.
You know, I know we talked about it, and then he told me about it. No big deal.
No big deal. It happens. Yep.
Hopefully, maybe we could do that.
We rescheduled. It didn't work. But you know what? Here's the deal. Let's do Resident Evil 2 like year later. Not year later. It may be a year later. By the
It could
time
be by the
happens.
time you get some open
January or something like
Yeah.
that. Here's the deal, though. If I have Billy Bob back, I think that we need to do first a video game podcast that I've never done before. Never done a video game streaming podcast. And
My guess is I say we either do RE2 or we do a Dead Space.
here's the deal.
Because Dead Space 3 is co-op.
He's got a point. You know,
See?
co-op because I'd like to do something with him.
That could be fun as all hell.
Instead of me just playing or him just playing and we watching, let's do something together.
Yeah.
Together.
We'll have to bring in one of us play on that monitor, one of us play on this one, and we could co-op.
You know I'm going to make
something.
it happen.
Oh, I'm down as fuck.
I got that McDonald's money. We're going to make it happen. Boom. Motherfucker.
Unlike Epic Mealtime, who was making that YouTube money,
You like McGriddles, motherfucker?
go get that fucking breakfast burrito.
Burrito. We're going to sign off. You want to give one final shout out to all the YouTube land out there and the SoundCloud land?
Dude, YouTube, here you go. This is for you. Sound Club, bring it in. All my boys. Till next time.
We're going to play The Last of Us, the intro. I'm going to have him play it. And then
Yes.
his fiance, who I can't wait to meet in person, she's going to pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Safety
DDs.
first. Safety first.
DDs.
And
Straight
here's-
up, no drinking and
here's the
driving.
thing. I love him like a brother from another mother. Don't ever fucking forget it.
Oh, I won't.
You,
Ever.
I'm talking to you. Don't ever
I know.
fucking forget it.
I won't.
He's my brother from another mother. I haven't seen him forever. It's so good to see him. I feel like, you know what solidified it for me? John Wick 2.
Yes.
Boom! And you know what? If you haven't seen that part in that movie,
If you haven't seen that movie, you suck at life. Go watch it.
boom. On that note, hey. Tell him for me.
We're out.
Peace, motherfucker.
Deuces.